and you could be the high bidder, and you could purchase the horse you chose. By all means, Riley's got plenty of opening remarks, and I want everybody outside to come and see him, come and hear him, and see us, and I'll introduce our help. You turn your bids into, and he'll hand them up here, and I expect it to be a terrific auction, and I recognize almost everybody here, and I think we're one big community in this area of Missouri, Kansas, Arkansas, and I'm glad to see so many familiar faces and people I know have a use for horses and are good horsemen, because every one of these horses deserves a great career for as good a start as they've been given. So on that note, I'm going to give the microphone to Riley. It's all about Riley.
Okay. All right, I think, hear me all right out there. I appreciate you all coming. Thank you so much for being a part of our program here. And need to go up a little more, or maybe next to my mouth a little bit more. There we go. So sorry about that. But thanks for coming tonight. We're going to sell some horses, and if there's any, I'm going to try to tell you as much of the horses as I can. You've been able to, there was a lot of opportunity to see them last 2 days, so we're going to try to go through them with the thought and understanding that you have seen them and you kind of know what they are. But we'll try to, we're going to move fast, but we're going to move slow enough to where we don't lose anybody. But anyway, I do want to thank everyone for coming. Our boys have worked really hard. Remember, all of our horses are going to be sold. There's no reserve on them. If we start low and they draw a bid, they will be sold. We do have some consigned horses, and those consigned horses, they will start at an opening bid, and if they draw that bid, they are sold. So when a consigned horse comes in and we call out a bid number, we're not backing off of it. So if you think you want them, don't wait to see if we're going to back off of it. It's going to be whatever that consignor wants us to start. That's where we're starting. If it draws a bid, that horse is sold. We'll leave it up to you to how high it goes at that point. But so we'll let you know when consigned horses come in. But as soon as we give you a number on a consigned horse, don't wait for us to back off, because we won't. If it doesn't draw that, we're going to pass them out, and the horses will be coming in right here, and they'll be going out on that side of the arena over there, and they'll walk out there. At the end of it, we're going to sell 12 yearlings, 12 really good yearlings, and so I hope you stick around for that. But anyway, again, can't thank you enough for your support and for supporting our boys, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. I know you hear a lot here, but we're going to go ahead and pray, because I like to include God in what we do here. So pray with me if you will. Father, we come before you one more time. Thank you, Lord, that for one more time these boys get to ride these horses. For one more time their lives are affected by the horse between their knees. Lord, we just ask that you would bless them with safety. Lord, be with the buyers. And we're just going to give you the praise and glory you deserve. Lord, we're going to enjoy our afternoon, and thank you for it. And we ask it from Jesus' name. Amen. All right, we're going to start off by giving away door prizes. You're so faithful to come in here and be here on time, and we got some door prizes we're going to give away pretty quickly. So what we've got is down below, I have my wife, and she is going to be drawing names out of a cooler. And those names, or not names, but if you got a bidder's number, part of your bidder's tag got put into a cooler. That cooler we're going to be drawing out of, and we're going to give away some door prizes to thank you for coming and to thank you for being on time. So we're going to do that real quickly before we get started, with the horses. But the very first thing that we're going to give away is a Tom Balding bit with a custom head stall that we built here. And so I don't see my wife, but I'm sure she's down there, so I'm going to have her draw a name. And Brother Bill, if you'll kind of pass that along to us.
Custom saddle that's right here.
And also, if you've been through the bidder's number, you saw a brand new saddle there. I built that saddle. I'm not the greatest saddle builder in the world, but I try to build a good saddle. That saddle is being given away today. Whoever buys a high-selling horse gets the saddle. So get out there and bid the saddle. If I were to build that for somebody else, I would. That would be about a $4,300 saddle. And I think I'm on the low end of the saddle making world, but it's got a really good tree. tree. There's a story behind that tree. I actually cut the cottonwood tree down from my folks' place in Wyoming, sent it to the tree maker. He built that saddle tree for me, and so it was built by Dusty Smith, one of the top tree makers in the country. He donated his work to this program, and then I built the saddle on it. And so it's got some special meaning. I look forward to finding out who gets that saddle, but it's a pretty good rig. It's an in-skirt rigging, and Will James tree. So if you buy the high-selling horse, you get a brand new saddle. Now that's only Agapé student horses. It's not any of the consigned horses. Yeah, Siri will bring it out and he'll put it out here so you can see. But our first number, if you've got a bid number of 145, you just won yourself a Tom Balding bit with a custom-made head stall. So if you have 145, all right, good deal. We got that. If you guys want to, we'll run it over to you. So next one up, Ms. May, if you can pass the next one up here. This one is going to be for a flag. Our veterinarians there at Countryside Vet, they donated some good flags for us, and it is number 118. So if you've got 118, come see us over here. We've got a flag for you. So wow, that's a winning. I would move over there if I were you.
That's the lucky section. Yeah.
All right. So the next, we're going to be giving away a Moore Maker knife. I kind of like things made in the USA. So we've got some Moore Maker knives made in Texas. Number 184, I believe that says 184. If your bid number is 184, I'm looking over here because they seem to be popular. But 184. Anybody 184? All right, if you don't, right over there. All right, come ahead. We got a Moore Maker knife for you. We're going to give away another flag, number 179. 179, you got another good working flag coming your way. They're really good for flagging colts or working cows in alleyway. And so come get your flag. We're going to be giving away a Leatherman now, a brand new Leatherman. If see whatever the next number is here. Number 133. There you go. Hey, Pastor Steve, you got a brand new working Leatherman, so we'll get that to you. Next thing we're giving away is a Latigo. It's a Latigo we made here. Everybody needs a good Latigo. This is a good, strong Latigo, and that's going to be given away to number 172. Number 172 wins the Latigo. We'll be giving away another flag from our vet office. This is from Countryside Vet. We appreciate the work they do. They help us out quite a bit with, they preg our mares and soundness exams and different things. 175 gets a good working flag from the vet clinic.
There you are.
So, all right, and then we're almost done here. We've got one more knife to give away to 185. 185. If you've got bid number 185, you win a Moore Maker knife. Hey, Uncle Vance. That works out good. He came from Wyoming. He's my uncle. I didn't make that happen, I promise, but I'm glad he won it. So one more flag we're giving away to number 132. Number 132. If you're at number 132, we have a flag for you.
There he is.
Right there. Hey, great. From one vet to another. I like it. All right. And here's our last prize. We're going to give away a cooler. Now, I know in the catalog I said I was going to get you a Yeti cooler, and I was going to. But there is a company called Cordova Cooler Company. You need to look them up. They're better than Yeti. They're made in Idaho. Yeti's no longer made in America. And so we went with a USA-made product, Cordova coolers. Look them up. They're great coolers. They're actually a little more expensive than Yetis, some of them. So, but that's going to number 123. Number 123, you got yourself a really good cooler. So, where's 123? Ah, right there. Eric Schaefer. I'll be darned. All right, well, that's it. I'm going to turn it over to Dennis. I will kind of fill in some blanks when I see these horses coming through. And, yeah, and I'll give you a hand with their pedigrees and what we've got going on with that. So, no, good. I don't need the glasses.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to thank you all for being here. Our ringman, Brother Bill?
Yep.
Bill, Terry, Bud, Jordan, and Tim. Turn your bids into them because I can't see far away and I can't see up close, and those guys can yell and I hear really well. Bid with your bidder's card, please. Wink in or tap in your finger, and if I miss you, I'll never forgive myself. Bring the first horse in. I just want to tell you that been associated with Riley for a long time, been associated with Agapé before we were blessed with Riley. And I'm here to tell you that these horses have value that we don't accrue. I'm in the horse business. They're money to me. Riley, many years ago, took a group of them to our sale in Mount Vernon, and I told Riley, now listen, I want you to ride them in. I want you to show these horses. I want this and I want that, and we're going to get so much money for these horses. We're going to love it. He goes, nope. He said, the boys ride each of their horses. You don't understand this, Dennis. He says, I don't care what they bring. These boys are doing this as an accomplishment to manhood, to life. And it struck me so hard. And I changed my outlook on a lot of things since then. But I'm still an auctioneer. And I'm still going to get every penny I can for these boys and these guys. Look at these horses through your own eyes. Like them how you like a horse. Whatever you think he's worth, you be the last bidder, because we're going to say sold. I've got plenty of opportunity to buy for other people that I asked to come, and they asked me to handle it and this and that. So if we charge a number to someone, a horse to a number you don't see here, it's absolutely legitimate. It's absolutely accurate, and that horse will be paid for and delivered. So having all that said, there's no funny business ever. These horses will bring what they brought in front of your eyes, and they'll be paid for. So Riley announced me about lot number 1 is going to be Rock Hannah Hayes. She's about my favorite pedigree there is. Here you go, Riley. Tell us about this pedigree.
All right, so this is Rock Hannah Hayes. Now, this mare, it's always hard picking your number 1 mare to come in, because she's going to break the sale open, and they don't sometimes bring what they ought to. But this mare is really, really well bred. She came from one of our best mares that we've had, and then she from the old Shipley Foundation lines, if you remember them. And then her dad is an own son of Leo Hancock Hayes. Scott's done a wonderful job with this horse. She's got a lot of life, a lot of go. But if you look at her pedigree, she's a granddaughter of Leo Hancock Hayes, arguably the best son of Blue Valentine that ever lived. And then she's also Doc's Hickory on the bottom, and really, really nice mare. I will tell you, when you look at her, she got just a touch of a pigeon toe in her front end, but she's going to be super athletic. That's never going to ever bother her, and she's 100% sound in every way. She does have a small scar on her cannon. Front cannon, she got a small scar. She got a small scar on her left hind pastern as well. Hopefully you've walked around and seen everything. It's not much. You can't see it from where you're sitting, I don't think, but I want you to know it's there. But anyway, this is Scott on Hannah.
She's got a fawn eye, and she's a pretty gray, and she's got every day of her life to get better, and I like her a bunch. Give me 5,000 for her. 5. You're going to bang the bomb at 5. I'm going to bang the bomb at 5,000. I'm going to bang the bomb at 4,000. I'll give you 1,500. 1,750. 17,200 to give it a 2. 22. I'm going to bang the bomb at $2,000. I'm going to bang it at 22 and a half. 5 to give it a 25. I'm going to bang the bomb at 2,500. That's 7.5 to give it a 3. To give it a 3. I'm going to bang the bomb at 3,000. I'm going to bang the bomb at 27.5. That's a good filly. 32 and a half. 35. I'm going to bang them on 35.5. I'm going to bang them 32 and a half and 35 and a half. I'm going to bang them at 32 and a half and a half. She's bringing weanling price. This is 2022. You can't buy a weanling that excites your eyes with $4,000 or $5,000 lately. I got 32.50 now 5. I'm going to bang them at 32.50 to 5 and a half. I'm going to bang them with Tim now 32 and a half, 35. I got to go. I'm going to bang them at 32 and a half and a half. I'm going to bang them at 32 and a half and 35 and a half. I'll take 33. If you get 35, 7.5, Tim. You got to be 7.5, 4,000. I'm going to bang the bomb at a 4, Ronnie. 4. I'm going to bang the bomb. It's a good filly, Ronnie. Out 4,000. I'm going to bang the bomb at a 4. I'm going to bang the bomb at a 7.5, 4. You want to bid 38? I got to go. 38. I'm going to bang the bomb at a 7.5 and an 8. You're out, Ron. 37.5 and an 8. I'm going to bang the bomb at an 8. I'm going to bang. Ron, you're out. 38. I got 7.5 with Tim. You got to be 38. Is that a yes? 3,800. That's a good filly. I'm going to bang. She's a Leo Hancock Hayes. I've never seen a bronky one. Every one of them gets bigger and prettier every day. 37.50. 3,800. I'm going to bang the bomb at 38.88. I'm going to bang the bomb at 38. I'm going to bang the bomb. First one in is always the hardest to sell. It gets better from here. Buy her, you'll have a bargain by the time we're on lot 43. 38.88. 37.5. 88. I'm going to bang the bomb at 88. I'm going to bang the bomb at 88. I'm going to bang the bomb at all done. Here goes. 3,800. I have 37.5. 3,800. Sold her. 37.50. 126 bought. 126 the buyer. 37.50 to 126. Okie dokie. Write the price first, because we can always find out. Well, everything's taped nowadays. The old days, nothing was taped, and you're like, how much did that bring? Oh,
All right, we got Melvin coming in the ring, and he's riding this number 2 filly. Now, Melvin didn't start out with this horse. He had a horse that we called Regal. He was lot number 18. Regal got hurt, and so we had to pull him. And then it just so happened the boy that was riding this horse, he got in a little bit of trouble and couldn't keep riding the horse. So Melvin found himself on another horse. But this is a really nice filly. We call her Agapé Jasmine. And if you look at that pedigree, her mother was an own daughter of Roan, Texas, which is a son of Pepto Boonsmo, of course. And then Highbrow Hickory on that bottom side. Her dad is a grandson of Cutter Bill. I mean, cow-bred, very quiet, very gentle. This is a really nice filly. So step in and bet on this one. She's a 2-year-old. She's a 2-year-old, yep.
From up here, I was guessing her to be a 3 past. She's got hip, she's got hoof, she's got a lot going on. Bred to be that size, but look at the hock, look at the cannonbone on her, look at the hoof on her, and she's as wide as she is tall at this moment, and she's going to improve and improve and improve. Never go out of style with that pedigree and that color and well started. And this young man has her as quiet, easygoing, and confident as you can be. Watch her ears. Just watch anywhere he rides her. Her ears head that way, except for right now when I mention it. But she's just turned. All right, it'll go down to bang, 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 to 75. I'm going to bang it at 75. I'm going to bang it at 7,000. That's 7. I'm going to bang it down. I'm going to bang it. Who'll get 5? I'm going to bang it down at 5. I'll give you 1,500, 1,750, 17 and a half, 2. Now 2. I'm going to bang it down at 2. I'm going to bang it down at 2. I'm going to bang it down at 2,000. I'm going to bang it down at 2. She's a Pepto Boonsmo. 2,000. I'm going to give it at 25. I'm going to bang it down at 25. 25. Now 3. Now 3. Now 3. So yeah, 3,000 up there. $3,000 Terry boy, get him in. Now 3. Now 35. Now 35 bill. 35 bill. Out. 35. I got 3,000 right there. 35. 3,500. I'm going to bang it down. I'm going to bang it down. I'll take 32 and a half if you do it quick. 32.50. Now 5. 35. 7.5 bill. 37.5. Just like an auction. You're at 37.5. You're out, young man. 37.5. I'm going to bang it down. I'm going to bang it down. 37.5. And I'm going to bang it down. I got 35 collected. You need to be 37.50. 37.50. 37.50. I'm over here at 35. 36. 36.7. 37, sir. 8. I'm going to bang it about 8. I'm going to bang it about 38. I'm going to bang it. Your turn. 38. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to be yes or yes. 38. 38. She's Palomino and she's a cut and bed. 38. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to. She's in 38. 8. Oh, wait, 38, 38, 38, 38. I'm going to bang it about at 8, 9. I'm going to bang it 39, 4. I'm going to bang it about at 4, 4. I'm going to bang it about at 4,000. I'm going to give it another 4, before. Before. I mean, that's only 2,000 per girl. Think about it that way. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about 4. I'm going to bang it about at 4,000. I'm going to bang it about at 4. I'm going to go. 4,000. I'm going to give it. How about y'all over here? 4,000. I'm going to bang it about at 39, 4. I'm going to give it another 4, before. She'd cost that as a baby colt, you remember. The way she's bred and pretty she is, and she's thick. 4,000. 4,000. I'm going to give it another 4, before. Now 1. To give it another 41, 42. We're going to bang it about. See how he does it real fast? That's how you're supposed to do it. 42. I'm going to bang it about at 42. 42. Got to go. 42 down. I'm going to give it another 1, 2. You can say no or maybe or yes. Your choice. 42. I'm going to bang it about at 42. 41. 42. All in. All done. 4,200. I'm going to bang it about. Left. 3. Now 3. 43. Now 4. 44. Down to give it another 44. Down to 4. Down to 4. Down to 44. 44. I'm going to bang it about at 43. Before. Got to go. 44. I'm going to bang it about at 43. Before. I'm going to bang it about at 44. No mistakes. Now I'm out there at 43. You got to be 44. Y'all over here out. 44. 43. Before. Now 5. 45 and about. Now 6. I'm going to bang it about at 46. I'm going to bang it about at 45 and about. I'm going to bang it about at 45 and about. At 6. All done. 4,600. 4,600. Are you back, ma'am? 46. You think? Now 7, 47, 47, 8. I'm going to bang it 8. They're little bitty bids. You got to give a lot of them. 48. I'm going to bang it about at 48. I'm going to bang it about at 47. All down and go down. Give it another 48. They're having a meeting. Got to go. I'm going to bang it about at 48, ma'am. 48. All in, all done. I have now 9, 49, buddy. 49, been with me all the way. 4,900, 49. I'm going to bang it down. She's just riding better than she was when she got here. 5. At 5,000, I'm going to give it another 5. I'm going to bang it about at 49, 5, all in and all done. And I have sold that filly. 4,900. What's your number? I can't see. 153. Thank you, sir. Next filly, number 3. Your next horse, number 3. Come in. Tim, let him out. Oh, there he comes.
All right, this is this is a mare that we call Agapé Music Mount. This is a really nice little 2-year-old black filly. Corey's done a great job on her. She was a little edgier at first, but Corey's kind of got her in shape now. He's just really grown. But you can look, she's got some really old foundation blood on her bottom side, some of that some Music Mount breeding and some Big Daddy Bonanza. And then on her top side, she is an appendix mare. So anything you see with that Agapé dry horse, that was an appendix stud. Still full quarter horse papers, but they are appendix quarter horse papers. So, but registered, breedable, everything's good with that. It's a nice little black filly. I also wanted to let you know that they have the concession stands over there. Don't take your minds off the bid and go over there, but go over there when you get a chance. And then, but I did also want to include the idea that I have some men here that kind of fall in love with these horses as well. And they might be bidding on these horses, but please know, it's always been our policy, we never run a bid, we never have a ghost bid or anything else. Like we told you before, whatever they bring, but some of our guys might be bidding against you, and some of them are in the arena calling bids. So don't hold it against them. They have a right to the horses too, but they will be bidding.
These horses are finally for sale.
Oh. All right, I'm sorry. I guess I got to hold that up a little closer. So that's my fault. All I was telling you is that our men might be bidding on some of the horses for themselves. They will not be running up the bids. We'll never have any of that here. But but they might be bidding, and they have that right to bid. They fall in love with these horses too. So if they're bidding against you, they're really bidding against you.
And they're finally for sale, and today's the day. This young man rides really well. If you watch this boy, he steers her with his elbows. He's kicking her right along, and she's not at all scared of his feet. She's not at all scared of his hands are moving. This filly's got a lot of confidence that you don't often see in a horse this age. And from where I'm standing, she's got more hind quarter, more gasket, more stifle than most of them bred her way. She's absolutely remarkable. Is she registered black? She is registered black, and there's a rare find, ladies and gentlemen, for $7,000. Black now. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 7,500. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 7,500. I'm going to give it. I'm going to bang the bomb. I'm going to bang. She's just a shadow of what she's coming to be. Look at the style. Look at the conformation. And this boy's got her as confident as can be. 5,000, 4,000, 2,000, 25. 25 are going up. 25. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 25. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 2,500. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 2 grand to the 25. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 2 grand to the 25. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 2,000, 25, 3,000, boys, you're out. 3,000, not about to give it to the 25, to the 25, that's a good filly. 2,300, 23 grand, to 25, 27, 50, 27 and a half. I'm going to bang the bomb. You look at here, Kurt Pate, there's a good filly. I'm going to be 27 and a half. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 27 and a half. I'm going to be a little polo there. 27 and a half. I'm going to bang the bomb 3. I'm going to bang the bomb 3. 35. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 32 and a half. 32.50. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 3 to 32 and a half. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 3 grand to 32 and a half. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 32 and a half. I'm going to bang the 3 grand. 32.50. 32.50. I'll take 31 if y'all hurry. 31. I'm going to bang it 2. I'm going to bang it 2. I'm going to bang it 32. I'm going to bang it 31 to 32 to 32. I'm going to bang it. Everybody in this place has a use for her. She rides well. She's adorable. Her papers are in order. She started the right way. 32. 31 bid 2. Yes, sir?
This is you had your full brother, that little bay stud, or that bay gelding.
Oh, yeah. My son had her full brother. Yeah, they're good little cow horses. I'm going to bang the bomb. What was 31 with you, right, sir? 31, 2. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 31, 2. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 31, 2. I'm going to bang her full brother was a good little horse, just a year older, too. 31, 32. I'm going to bang the bomb to the 32. If that's all she's worth, I'm going to sell her. I think she's worth a lot more. 31, 32. Here goes. All in. All done. 31, 2, all done. So, 3,100. What's your number, man? 152. 3,100. 152. Thank you.
All right, number 4 is something. I got a guy on the phone for him.
Okay, number 4. If I can read the pedigree unless you can. Here's line number 4. She's a Agapé Cutter Leo. She's going to be in April 22nd, 2020. She's by Cutter Bill Dexter, by Cutter Ags, by Cutter Bill. That's out of a smooth cutter sand, a Bill sand there on top. Now she's a Hancock's blue concho and Bigham kicker on the bottom side. Dapple colt, probably the flashiest palominos we're offering to sale. Ridden mostly in a halter. This horse shows a lot of feel and softness. Stephen has an affinity for animals and came to colt class to be around the horses. Leo is good-minded, a willing horse, and has been great at helping Stephen get going in the colt classes. Now there is a sharp colt. Looks like he got kicked in the inside of that left hind leg while he's hanging around. Structurally A-OK and every way. See up in his gasket, he's got some kicks. That happened night before, I reckon, looking at it. Short cannon bone, big black hooves on him. There's going to be a grand horse. Now he is 2 years old and the hard part's done. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to bang it into the bang of the bomb, I'm going to bang the bomb, tell me, I'm going to bang the bomb at 10,000, I'm going to bang it at 10, I'm going to bang the bomb. Half what he's going to bring at 4 years old, 10,000. He's going to be a $20,000 4 or 5-year-old gelding. You just watch. I'm going to bang it, I'm going to bang it, I'll give you 25, 3, I'm going to bang it, going up, 3, I'm going to bang the bomb, I'm going to bang the bomb, I am bid 2,500. The next available number for your concern is 3,000, now 35, ready? 35. I'm going to bang the bomb, I'm going to bang the bomb, I'm going to 35, I'm going to bang the bomb, I'm going to 3,500, 35, 4. I'm going to bang the bomb at 4,000. I'm going to bang the bomb, I'm going to bang the bomb at 4 before gang, I'm going to bang the bomb at 4 before 4,000. 35, 4. I'll give you 37.50. Now 4. Y'all are out over there. 4,000. 4,000. I'm going to bang the bomb, I'm going to bang the bomb at 4, 4. I'm going to bang the bomb at 4. I'm going to bang the bomb at 4,000. At 4, sir. 38. Let me tell you, I pick the numbers. You say yes. Ask him for 4,000 one time. All right, and you got me 38? Now 4,000. 4,000. I'm going to bang the bomb, I'm going to bang the bomb at 4, 4. I'm going to bang the bomb, I'm going to bang the bomb, I'm going to bang the bomb at 4,000. I'm going to bang it. It's all the local proven breeding. It's all Bud Sherman's pedigrees. There's a good colt, 42, 10 boy, 42. I'm going to bang the bomb, I'm going to bang it at 42, 44, I'm going to bang the bomb at 44. I'm at 44, and I'm going to bang the bomb. He said yes, now 6. I'm going to bang it at 46, Ken. 46. I'm going to bang the bomb at 45. I'm going to bang the bomb at 5. Now 6, now 8, 48, 4,800 out of 8. 48, I'm going to bang the bomb, I'm going to bang the bomb, I'm going to bang it at 48, 8, I'm going to bang the bomb at 48. I'm going to, yeah, Bill, get him to get 4,800. I get 46 in the bank, 4,800. While you're talking, he's a dapple hided Palomino. He's got a mane and tail like a lion already at his age. This is going to be as handsome a horse as you ever laid your eyes on. You just give him a little bit of feeding and a little bit of time. The hard part's all done. I'm going to bang the bomb at a 46.8. I'm going to bang it at a 48. I'm going to bang the bomb at a 48, ma'am. I'm going to bang the bomb at a 48. I have 46 with 10. You're going to be 48. I'll take 7 if it's fast. 47, young lady. 47. Is that a yes? 47. 47. I'm going to bang the bomb. I'm going to bang the bomb at a 46. I'm going to bang the bomb at a 7. I'm going to bang the bomb. So far, he's in the contender for the saddle right here. 46, 47, 4,700. I'm going to bang the bomb at a 46, 7, but all in and all done, and I have 4,700. Raise your hand. Bart Snyder, where you at? 4,700. There's a good colt. 4,700. All in and all done, and I have sold him 4,600. Tim's way. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 6.
So number 5 is coming in right now. He's also on number 5. Sir?
Not number 5, good little sorrel colt. He's going to be born April 24th of 2020. Now, he's young. He's by Cutterbill Sam, by Cutter Eggs, by Cutterbill, out of a Cutter's Blake, twice bred Cutterbill mare, top and bottom. He's a sorrel but under saddle, really looks good, athletic, shows potential, tracking the smarty. The horse is in the potential to be an all-around ranch horse. Nobody loves their horse more than Preston loves Jazz. His enthusiasm to ride and to be in the class is evident every day. Check out the Cutterbill up and down this colt's pedigree, and he looks the part, and this young man enjoyed him. This young man learned from him. Everything's going. I heard him talking earlier. That's a good kid right there. This little horse is going to make you a ranch horse. This young man's got him stepping fast, looking where he's going. Everything's going terrific right now. You go home and do the rest, and you've got a nice horse. You're going to bang it about, I'm going to bang it about at $5 grand. I'm going to bang it about at 5, 5. I'm going to bang it about at 5. I'm going to bang it about at 4, 3, 2, 21, 2, 25. I'm going to bang it about at 25, at 25, at 25. I'm going to bang it about at 25, at 3 grand, at 3, $3,000. I'm going to give it now 35, 35, 35, 35, now 4,000. I'm going to give it at a 4. I'm going to bang it about at a 4. I'm going to bang it about at a 35, and a 4, now 5, 45. I'm going to give it at a 45, at a 5, I'm going to bang it about at 8. He's light on his feet. feet, ain't he, that colt? 4,500. I'm going to bring it about to 5 grand, I'm going to bring it about to 4 grand, 45 to 40, 45 to 40, 45, I'm going to bring it about to 4,500. 4,500, I'm going to give it like 4,000, 45, I'm going to bring it about to 45. Give me 42.50. 42.50. 42 and a half. 42 and a half. I'm going to bring it about to 42 and a half. I'm going to bring it about to 42 and a half. I'm going to bring it about to 42 and a half, and it all done. 42.50. 41 if it's quick. 41, any advance, all done. I have 4,100.
I don't know.
Sold them for $1,000. Who gets them?
I'm surprised.
145 got him. $4,000. Lot number 6 coming running. Big gelding, big red roan gelding. Lot number 6 is going to be red roan. He's in April 29th of 2020. He's the youngest one we've had in here. He's the biggest one. He's by Ronnie Gumbo Dancer, by Gumbo Ronnie, by High Roller Ronnie, out of a dry dock and Pocahontas County mare on the bottom side. This is a good colt. He's trying to get big and stout. He's got a little lump on his back. Everybody that was interested had seen it. I saw it a month ago. It don't bother him. Don't bothers me. That's a good big colt. Examined by veterinarian. He's never been the slightest bit sore, even under saddle, being ridden consistently. Rollo's very laid back, hungry for information. He's not afraid to take direction, willing to do anything to make Rojo the best ranch horse he could be. Really gentle, big enough to do it all. He's just maybe 2 years old. He's big as a Great Dane puppy, and he rides good.
Anything else?
Yeah, I just want to let you know this is going to be a big horse, and he does have with the vets, the only thing they can see, we tried to have that x-rays a couple times. We didn't have a big enough x-ray machine. They believe it's some kind of calcium deposit on his back. Never bothers him. You can push hard on it. You can brush it. You can sit on him. We've never had any issues of a sore under the saddle or any soreness, but he does have that little calcium deposit on a rib, they think it is.
If there's anybody tempted to bid and hasn't seen that lump, I'm more than willing to pull the saddle and show you once we get it going. I saw it. It's not on his loins. It's a little lower. It's not going to inhibit his career, not one bit. It's a lump. I don't know of any of us in here that are perfect, and he ain't either, but he's a good big colt. Here, sell him. I'm going to bring it about. I'm going to bring it about to sell him. I'm going to bring it about to 10. I'm going to bring it a red round, a big roll, a high roll, and Roni, 10,000. I'm 10, but I'm going to bring 8. I'm going to bring it about to 7. I'm going to bring it about to, I'll give you 25, 3. 25, 3. I'm going to bring it about to 3. I'm going to bring it about to 25, to 3. I'm going to bring it about to 25, to 3. I'm going to bring it about to 3,000. I'm going to bring it about to 3. I'm going to bring it about to 25. I'm going to bring it about to 10. Y'all waiting on me? I got $1,000 of my money. 15,000, 15,000, 15, 1,500. Now 2. I'm going to bring it about way out 10. 15, 2. I'm going to bring it about. I'm going to bring it. You got to be 2. I'm going to bring it about 2, 25. I'm going to bring it 25, 3. I'm going to bring it about 3. 3,000. I'm going to bring it about 3. I'm going to bring it about 3,000. I'm going to bring it about 3. 3,000. I'm going to give it a 7.5, 3. Kurt. 3,000. I'm going to bring it about 27.5. 3,000 to buy him. I'm going to bring it about 27.5. I'm going to bring it about 3 grand. He is quiet. He is big. He is capable. He is a shadow of what he's going to be in 2 years. 27.5, 3,000, 3,000. He might get taller and you feel like getting on, Kurt, and you're tall. 3,000. I'm going to bring it to the 3. Now 10.5, 32.5. I'm going to bring it about 10.5. I'm going to bring it to 32.5. I'm going to bring it about. He's good bred now. 32.5. I'm going to bring it about 3 grand. 32.5. 31. 31. Line the boy. 31. Now 2. 32. Kurt. 31. 2. Thanks your help. 31. 2. 32. I'm going to bring it about 31. 32. 31. 32. 31. 2. 32. I'm going to bring it about 2. I'm going to bring it about 31. 32. All in. All done. Let me want some more. 32. Last chance. Here goes. 31. 2. 31. 2. 2. 2. 31. 32. 31. 33. You do it? 33. 33. I'm going to bang it about 4. I'm going to bang it about 4. I'm going to bang it about 33 to 34 to 33 to 34. Sold the colt, 3,300. What's your number, Bill?
181.
I said 33, didn't I?
Yeah. Okay, so this is the antlers starting at 5.
Okay. These colt all fuck right. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a consigned horse. He's consigned by Tim Huddleston, excuse me. We got this policy where we start at his reserve bid.
And he took second in the If futurity, yes.
You got second in the futurity. We're allowed to start only at the reserve bid and go up from there. If nobody applies themselves to the reserve bid, we cannot sell them. We don't have any problem in that regard at this moment. He is going to be on April 12th, 2019. He's by Agapé Dock, out of the Rumbo Fast One Mare on the top, and at Mr. LX 93, he's a King's Ransom mare on the bottom side. Lots of exposure for a 3-year-old. He's gathered sorted cattle. He's flagged colts. He roped some slow cattle. Exposure to ranch horse events. He's got some go and cover country, a decent little handle. If he's laid off, he has humped, more like a loper on the beach is what he was telling me. He says he couldn't book off a beach ball when he humped up. At the ranch show, he was tracking right along with the steer. You have to circle the steer and push him up past the steer. He kicked up. He wanted to stay back and rate the steer. There is a grand young horse right there. Tim does a good job. I got him and some other boys. I bought him from him before, and they are all business when you get home and go to using them. I'm going to start him at the minimum bid and go up from there. We've got a client at $5,000. Next bid is $5,500. $55. I'm going to bring it about at $55. I'm going to bring it about at $55. I'm going to bring it about at $5,500. $5,500. I'm going to give it at $55. I'm going to bring it about at $55. I'm going to be no mistakes. He's going to sell. We have $5,000. $55. I'll take $50. $250. $50. $2.5. $5,000. $52.5. I'm going to bring it about. I'm going to bring it about. $2.5. I'm going to bring it about at $52.5. $52.5. He's got appendix papers or quarter papers?
They're appendix.
Appendix papers. $52.5. I'm going to bring it about at $52.5. I'm going to bring it about at $5,000. $52.5. I'm going to bring it about at $5 at $52. I'm going to bring it about at $5 at $52. $52. I'm going to bring it about at $51. $51. All in, all done. $51. I'm going to give it to this young man rides a horse pretty darn good. He's told you all the bad and all the good you can see with your eyes. Even as bad as my eyes are, I can see the good in him. $5,100. $51. I'm going to bang it about at $5 at the bomb, careful, Mr. Sherman. $5,100. I'm going to bang it all in, all done. $51. Anything else, Riley? I'm going to sell this horse. I got me a bidder. $51.
Yeah, I remember when the day this horse was born. When this horse was born, I remember him out in pasture, and he just stood up. There was something to look at on him. And I've always liked this horse. Tim came and bought him. We never got a chance to start him. He sent him to Frank. Frank's done a great job starting him. He really gets some stuff done. He's had a rope on him. He's done a lot of things. This horse is really going to be a big selling horse one day. He's going to be a big horse. He's a pretty horse. He's only 3. He's eligible for a futurity for one more year. So, man, get in and bid on him. $52.5. I'm going to bang it about. 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 51. All in, all done. $5,100. Sold him. $5,000. $142 bought him.
Next horse.
In comes lot number 7, I believe. 8. Lot number 8.
And this is a consignment question. You want to start at 15,000.
Oh, I see. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 19 model, 3-year-old. Absolutely gorgeous horse from, well, it says 19 in the book, I'm sorry.
He's an 18 model.
He's an 18 model. He's a 4-year-old horse. He's already up in his career now. He's here from Jordan Hadley. He's a consigned horse. He's going to be by Agapé Drive, a dry globe, a dry dock, out of a dry dock, Poco Jeff's mare on the bottom side. Now, I can read the entire thing, but we all know Jordan has become an accomplished horseman under Riley's tutelage. He rides well. He knows this horse well. Riley, tell him some more.
Yes. My eyes are so bad I'll read it all wrong.
Yeah, that's all right. No, Jordan rides here that hides a beautiful 4-year-old buckskin gelding standing just over 15 hands. Should mature to 15-1 to 15-2. He's had the horse since he was a yearling. He's been hauled a dozen times to go to brandings and day work around Missouri, Oklahoma, and Kansas. This horse has roped live cattle on several occasions, ridden in several different ranches, and been in both a starting yard, small feedlot. He has had a very easy career. He's not been overused or blown up in any way. He's got this horse after 3 months, saddled him up and gone. He is not dull and has a good body control and could go in any direction someone wished to take him. This horse has a long career ahead of him and is still learning, so he would not recommend him for an inexperienced rider, but I'll tell you, this horse is the good so. Last year he placed third in our Ride Prosperously futurity here. He also placed third this year again, and he had a really, really good ride this year. So he stands for the farrier, for the vet with no issues. His horse has a small scar on his leg, but it is nothing, and he is perfectly sound. This is a really, really nice horse, and Jordan's done a great job with him. I've seen him ride him without a bridle. I've seen him rope cattle. I've seen him rope the Smarty horse dummy on him, and this is a shiner. So watch this horse sell.
The horse got a businessman's walk. He's light on his feet. He's all business, wants to ride. He's riding him in a stiff bit by now at his age. That's a very great accomplishment in my opinion. Horses ought to be riding off the neck at 4 years old, and he is. Sell that colt. I'm going to bang it about it. I'm going to start him at the reserve bid, and the first hand can be the high bidder at $15,000. 15. I'm going to bang it about 15. I'm going to bang it about it. Give me 15,000. I'm going to be. It'll cost you that to find one, his mate, and get him ridden to this level. If you have $15,000, all he did all the hard part, all you got to do is buy a horse. 15,000, 15, I'm going to bang it about it at 15, to 15, to 15, I'm going to bang it about it, I'm going to bang it about it. See that horse just chewing his mouth right there, just working the bit, hanging out. He'll pop a foot up here in a second and take a break. He's glad to have a break. He's been used. This horse has got a brain. He's been in good hands. 15,000, 15, 15, 15,000 ought to be again, I'm going to bang it about it at 15, to 15, to 15. I'm going to bang it about it at 15 grand. I'm going to bang it about it at 15 to 15 to be all in and all done. Would you get 15,000? I've told you all the good I can. The rest is up to you. This horse is invaluable. If you had him at home, somebody offered you 15,000, I think you'd slam your front door on their feet. 15,000, 15. Who's got 15,000 for him? 15 to buy him. $15,000 bid, and I'm going to bang it about it at 15 to 15. First hand, 15,000. Does anybody have any questions or anything? I want to give them all the time I gave the other horses. We're looking at a $15,000 horse that you can purchase for $15,000. Yes or yes? Well, Jordan, I can't get anybody to look my way. I'm going to thank you, and I'm going to bring the next horse along. Here's lot number 9.
His little mare here, she's really a cute and a good little mare. The boy that was riding her, Paul, he got hurt in our last football game, but which they won, by the way. But he got himself injured a little bit, so he's on crutches right now because he was working so hard at that. And so my cousin stepped in. This is Vance Lundgren from Worland, and he's riding his horse. It's only his second day on her, but I think he likes her all right. But you can see she's just a really, really quiet filly. One of the quietest horses in the sale. She is just never does anything wrong. Looking for someone to take her to the next level. Really well bred. She's got Zippo Pat bars on her papers, which is pretty hard to find anymore. Good 3 bars breeding there, but so anyway, what a nice little filly.
And I'm pretty familiar with the Starbirds. They all seem to be, every Starbird horse you ever seen seems to be southeast of Tulsa or south of Tulsa. Every one of them I've ever owned has been logical, thick-skinned, smart, good, honest horses. So she can't go wrong. There's no way you can go wrong pedigree-wise, and she's been started accurately and correctly, and a good filly. Look at her, just pit her across there. There's a lady's horse or a youngster's horse, or make you a cow horse, whatever you like. I'm going to bang it about it, I'm going to bang it about it, give me $5,000, I'm going to bang it about it, I'm going to bang it about 5, I'm going to bang it about it, I'm going to bang it about 4, 3, 2, I'm going to bang it about 2 grand, 2, 25, I'm going to bang it about 25, I'm going to bang 3, I'm going to bang it about 25, 3, 25, I'm going to give it down 3, I'm going to bang it about 25, I'm going to bang it about 35, 35, 10, 35, 10, 35, 10, boy, 35, I'm going to bang it about, I'm going to bang it about 35, I'm going to bang it about 35, go to work. I'm at 35, I'm going to bang it about 35, 35, 35, I got 3 grand, 35, she's a nice filly, 3,500, I'm going to bang, give me 32 and a half. Make believe it's your idea. 32.50. 32 and a half and a good filly. 32 and a half. I'm going to bang it about it. I'm going to bang it about 32 and a half. I'm going to bang it about it at 32 and a half. I'm going to bang it about it at 32.50. Here's one suits everybody. You know, they all don't have to be ranch and rope horses. She'll make you a little English horse. She'll make you a play day horse. She can do all the speed events. Whatever you got in mind for her, she's willing to do it. 31. And she's a doll. Give me 3,100. 31. 31. Not 2. 32. She's a little doll. 32. I'm going to bang it about 30. Hey, did they tell you about the 2-bid minimum we have? You know, if you only bid once and walk off, we'll run you off now. You got a 2-bid minimum. He signed up for it. 31, 2. Did you say yes? I don't blame you. Thank you. 33. 33, young man. 33, your turn again. I got 32 to 33 to 32 to 33. I'm going to bang it about 32 to 32 to 32. What a great kid's horse she's going to be. 32, 3. I'm going to bang it about 32 to 32 to 32 to 32 to 33 to 32 to 33. I'm going to bang it about. They're coming around right off the neck right now. 33. I'm going to bang it about 32 to 32 to 33 to 32 to 33. Well, Riley, I got good news and bad news. She's staying in town, but all I can get's 3,200 so far. 31, 2. I'm going to bang it about 33. All in and all done. 33. Sold. 3,200. My friend got her 122. Buy her 122.
Yep.
All right, this next horse we call Goose. Goose has I think she's got some of the best bone and foot of any of the 2-year-olds we're offering. She's got a really solid foundation underneath of her. She rides with her head down. She wants to move out. This is not a horse you have to pedal. She's quiet, and she's just kind of got that magical combination of a good disposition, but a lot of get up and go as well. So I think she's got a pretty great color, and so whatever she brings, we'll sell her.
2 years old now. She's a really colt, too. She's got a little head start on the other ones. I bet she's smarter than her younger sisters. She's by Agapé Girl, Doc out of a Rumbo Fast One mare and a Poco Ojos Grande on the bottom side. She's got it all. She's going to be gray forever. She's got a black mane. She's going to stay gray. She's going to stay pretty till she's old. All right, I'm going to bang it $5,000. I'm going to bang it $5,000. I'm going to bang it about 5,000. I'm going to bang it about 5. I'm going to bang it about. All right, 4,000 here, young lady. 4,000. I'm going to give it another 4. I'm going to be a pretty little mare right there. I'll give you $2,000, 25. $2,000, 25. I'm going to bang it about it. 25, 30, 35, 4,000, terrible. 4,000. I'm going to give it. I'm going to bang it about it. 45, 45 over there, boys. 45, 5,000. I'm going to bang it about it. 5,000. I'm going to bang it. Bart, she got your name wrote all over. 45, 5,000. I'm going to bang it about it. 5, I'm going to bang it about it. 5,000. I'm going to bang it about it. 45. I'm going to big 7.5. Bart, boy. 47, 50. 45 here. 7.5. 45. 7.5. I'm going to bang it about it. 45. 7.5. I'm going to bang it about it. 45. 7.5. People are thinking that's pretty good money for a 2-year-old. 7.5. 5. 5. I'm going to bang it about it. 5,000 up there, boys. 5,000. I'm going to give it to the 47. I'm going to give it to 47. 5,000. I'm going to give it to 52. I'm going to give it to 52 and a half. 52 and a half. 5. 55. I'm going to bang it about it. So far, you're going to win a saddle too. 5,500. I'm going to bang it about it. 52 and a half. 5. 3. 4. 50. $4. $4. I'm going to bang it about it. 54. 54. You're going to that. 54. 54. 53. 4. 54. 50. How can you judge her that close? She's just a baby. I can see if we was asking $1,000 increments, you could tell the difference, but 100, I can't tell. I'm going to bang it about it. Where was I? 53, 4, 53, 4, 5, 55, 5, 5, 6, 56, 56, 55, 5, and 6, 56. I'm going to give it to 55, 55, hands up now. 55, 56, 55, 56. She's iron gray. 55, you put her up in the dark, you feed her like you're going to take her to the shows, that filly will be drop dead gorgeous. Black-footed, pretty-headed, fawn-eyed. I'm going to bang it about it. 54, 5, 55, 55, 55, 55. 55 is that yes, 6, 56. Got 56, y'all. 55 at the bottom of the 6. You want that? 55, 56. 55 at the bottom of the 56. Yes or yes? I gotta go. 58.5, 58.6, all in, all done. I have sold that filly, 5,500 to buyer number 180. You got a good eye, mister. Yeah. If we don't start doing better, she's going to be riding them in a brand new saddle built by Riley, too. Hey, look how cute. Lot number 11.
You want me to just go ahead and read it now? You will?
All right, this is Haley. Haley rides and acts as pretty as she looks. This is Ethan's first year in our colt class. He has shown himself to have a talent with horses. He takes a lot of pride in his horses and believes that, and we believe that it shows. Ethan's been one of those guys that I noticed when he first came into the program. He really listened, and so we put him on a tough horse. And this horse was a little edgy at first, but he has put her in his hands, and he has quieted her down, and she will do anything for this young man. And so he's done a great job with her. She is just as pretty as she looks. This is a half sister to Jordan's horse that he rode in here, and thank you, Jordan, for bringing him in. I'm glad you still have him. That's a great horse, and he's going to do some great things. But this filly's going to follow in his footsteps, and so she's also out of our Leo Hancock Hayes stud, and he's got put a pretty head on her. Just a really pretty mare, going to be pretty big and a lot of muscle to him.
So no, I don't know much about horses. I've only been doing this a few weeks, but I know when you got a mare that's as rugged as her, has the maturity she does at her age, if you're just nice to her some and use her like you use a gelding, she'll be worth 10 geldings when she's 5 years old. A mare will kill herself for you, and there's the kind right there. She's easy on herself, easy on her feet, and she's got that just little tiny bit of gelding look to her, and that's going to be a using horse. Give me 10,000 for her. And she's buckskin. Hell, everybody knows that. Look at her. I'm going to bang it about, 9, 6, 5, 5,000. I'm going to give it about a 5, 5. I'm going to bang it about, give me 4,000. I know a guy's got 2,500, 3,000, 3,000, 35, 35. I'm going to bang it about 35, 35, 35, 35, 35. I'm going to bang it about 3,500, 3,500. I'm going to bang it about Mr. Pate. There's a good filly, no? 3,500. I'm going to bang it about 35. I'm going to bang it about 35, 4, 4,000. I'm going to give it a 45. I'm going to bang it about 45. I'm going to bang it about 45. I'm going to bang it at 5,000. At 5. I'm going to bang it about 5. I'm going to bang it about 5,000. Your turn. At 5. I'm going to bang it about 45. Give me 47 half, 47, 50, 47 half. I'm going to bang it about, that's a good filly. She's a little Hancock Hayes too, you know. Yeah, 47 half, 45 and 7 half. I'm going to bang it about 47 half. I'm going to bang it about 47 half. Now 5,000 cowboy, 5,000. That's a good filly. Yeah, 5,000. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. She's just a 2-year-old. Picture her in a year or two. Yeah, I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. I'm going to bang it about 5. This young man rides good. Yeah, 5,000. I'm going to give it. I'm going to bang it about 5. I'm going to bang it about 5,000. I'm going to bang it about 5,000. 47 and a half. 5,000. 5,000. 47 and a half. 5. I'm going to bang it about. You won't give 8. Help me get 5, sir. 48. I'll go ahead and get 5. Here, 48. 5. 48. Would you? 48. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about 4,800. I'm going to bang it about 48. She's bringing baby colt price right now. There's very few buckskin Leo Hancock Hayes. I go craving them. I always want them. There's very few buckskins. 4,800. All in. All done. 4,800, sir. 48. All done. I'm going to bang it about 4. You got it, Terry? Loud and clear. 48. Yes? Tell me. 48. 9. 49. 49, Tim. Come on, you owned it for a while. 49. Help me get 5. 49, 5. Yeah, 49, 5. 49, 5. 49, 5. 51. 51. 5,100. All in and all down. I'm going to bang it about 51. 51. All down. I have it. Give it to 51. Sold her. Your way. $5,000. What was it? 126. 126. Okay. 145 got her. 145 got her.
For how much?
5,000.
Yep. There ain't any buckskin Leo Hancock Hayes. What's his lot number?
This is lot number 12.
Okay.
So here's lot number 12. This is Gumbo Cinco. Again, going back to the Gumbo Roni, high roller Roni lines. Some of my favorite horses back there. And then on his mother's side, Cracker Mac Good Scooter, Cracker Mac Jack, Pocoho Smack, and that also goes back to some of the Burt and Oklahoma Star breeding as well as it gets back there. But if you want to get on a horse that is solid and you are mounted, this guy is your horse. He's just a 2-year-old, and he is going to be big, and he's going to be wide, and man, he's gentle and calm, and he could have a little edge to him, but nothing bad at all. He is such a nice horse. David's doing a tremendous job on this horse. He's really getting along good with him, and I promise you, this is going to be a nice horse.
Hey, David's seated well, and he's walking that horse around the corners. He's riding with his elbows. He's staying low on his back. The horse is bobbing his head and walking about as fast as David will let him. That's going to make you a ranch horse right there. Look here, Laramie. He's going to get big and good if you got time. Hey, I'm going to bang about it to 10. I'm going to bang about it to 8. I'm going to give you 15, 2. I'm going to bang about 2 grand. I'm going to bang about 2. Yep, 2. I'm going to bang about it to 2. Thank you, 25. 25 about it 3. 3. Yep, 3. I'm going to be 25, 7.5, would you? 27.5, 3. I'm going to bring it about 3, Terry. 3. I'm going to bring it about 3. I'm going to bring it about. I have 7.5. You got to be 3, sir. 27.5, 3,000. 8. Well, you must have gone to auction school, huh? Doggone. At 28.9. I'm going to bang it about 9. I'm going to bang it about 28. I'm going to bang it about 28. I'm going to bang it about 28. 29. I'm going to bang it about 28. 29. 2900. I'm going to bang it about. He's a big northern western kind of horse now. 2800, 2900, 900. I'm going to bang it about 28. 29. 28. 29. I'm all done. 28. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. Is this horse want to stay gentle? Hey, he's gentle through and through. 2,800, 2,900, like a Catahoula pup. 2,800, 2,900. I'm going to bang it about 8, down, 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 28, down, 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 28, down, all down. 2,800, 2,900. I'm going to bang it about 8. Come on, guys, you got plenty of cattle. You'll always need a horse. 2,800, 2,900. I'm going to bang it about 8, down, 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 down.
Guy that's on the phone here that I got to get on the phone here. Go ahead and keep going.
2,800, 2,900. I'm going to on this horse. 2,800, 2,900. I'm going to be good timing. 2,800, 2,900. I'm going to bang it about 893. $3,000, sir. You got company. 31, 31 on 1, 31 on. Just like an auction, only way slower. 3,100, 3,100, 3,100. I'm going to bang it. You want to be 31? 3,100. I'm going to bang it about 31 girls. 31. Thank you, 2. 32, 33, 33, 3,300. On the way to give it about 33. 3,300. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about 32, 33. There's no urgency. 33. I'm going to bang it about you. 32 to 33 to 32 to 33. But all down. You want to do it? 30. No, 4. 34, my friend. 34, my friend. Forgive me. I'm working for these boys. 34, 34, 34, 34, 3,400. I'm going to bang it. I'm going to bang it about 5. 35. I'm going to bang it about 35. I'm going to bang 35, 35, 35 girls. 35, 35, 35, 35. Got to go. Time's up. 34, 35. And it all down. Sold them 3,400 straight away. What's your number? 3,400 on buyer number. 172, 3,400 on 172. Ladies, though, I'm going to get you a trophy for finishing second over and over and over. I like you're here. I need a first bidder and a second bidder on every one. Lot 13. Here's lot 13.
Hold on, let me talk about this horse.
Okay.
All right, this is Agapé Two-Eyed Bill. Now, Bill's been a really, really nice horse for our boys. I do want to point out, and it's nothing that you can see, and it's nothing you'll ever be able to tell, but when he was a yearling, he had a hock swell up. We had it x-rayed. We found a tiny little bone chip. The vet believes that it had fused itself back to the leg. All the swelling went down. Never, ever, ever favors it, but he did have that as a yearling. But he's growing up good and big, and he's just going really well. Really quiet horse, just doing phenomenal for our boys. The boy that's riding him, he also got hurt in that football game. It must have been a tough football game, but it was their first game they won, so they were really pushing hard to win that game. But anyway, so Justin's riding this horse, but he's done a really good job. This is a great horse.
Hey, I like this colt. He's got all the flash. He's got all the outcome you could ever ask for. Look how low his tail head sits down. He's got a classic head, classic ear. He's thick. He's old-timey made. You just show him where to carry himself. He's only a 2-year-old. The rest is up to you. There's a $100 million horse right there. All right, I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. It's a good call, don't Tim? I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. Give me 10. I'm going to bang it about. Give me 10. I'm going to bang it about. 10,000. I'm going to bang it about. There's $10,000 colt. I got $2,000, $3,000 bid. Can you talk to him, please? $3,000 bid. Give it to 35. I'm going to bang it about. 35, 45, 45, 5, $5,000, 55, 55, $6,000, 6,000, $6,000. Now get him in. 55, I'm over there somewhere. 55, got to be 6. 6,000, a $10,000 colt. It's 6. I'm going to bang it about 55, bang it about 55, 65, louder, Terry. 65, yeah, Tim, boy. 6,000. Your turn, Tim. 6,000. Not a bit of game. Bang it about. I'm going to bang it about 6,000. Not a bit of give it down. Say it, 65. I'm going to bang it at 65. I'm going to bang it about 65. 65. I'm going to not a bit of game. Classic colt right here. Good man. He's got quarter papers too, right? Not appendix. Quarter papers.
Number 13, hold on. The number 13 was a, hold on, I got a guy that might be.
Yeah, 6,000, 65, what was that? 65, 5, 5, 10, 12, 15,000. I don't care. I'm going to bang it about 65, 65, 65. 6,000. I'm going to bang it about 6,000. I'm going to bang it at 6,000. I'm going to bang it at 65, 68, 68, 1, 2, 68, 2, he's coming with a $5,000 saddle. 63, 64. I'm going to bang it about 45. I'm going to bang it about 55. I'm going to bang 65, 65, 65. Get him in. 65, 65, 65, now 6, 66, I'm going to bang it about 66, 66, 66, 6600, 6600, not a bit of give it out, 65, you're getting that saddle at the moment, 66, that makes them cost 2,500, 66, 66, 66, I'm going to bang it about 65, 65, 6, I'm with you, Terry boy, 65, 66, now 7, whoop.
Okay. I guess Dennis.
Nope. 66. I'm working for the boys. 66, 66, 66, 66, 65, 66. You want to do it? 65, 66. I'm going to bang it about. I changed my mind. Money's money. 65, 50, 66, 50, 66, 50, 66 and a half. Yes, yes. 66 and a half. Yes. Now 67 and a half. 67 and a half. Come on, you started it. 67 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 66 and a half, 7 and a half, 67 and a half, 8 and a half, 68 and a half. I'm going to bang it about. You're going to win the saddle. 68 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 8 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 8 and a half, 8 and a half, 8 and a half. I'm going to go. 68, 7 and a half. I'm over here now. 8 and a half, 68, 50, 68 and a half. Now 7,000, 7,000 bill, 7,000 bill, the bill, 7 down, down the bid, give it $7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7 down. It's like 3,500 times you add up the saddle. 7,000 on the bid, give it $7, 7, 7, 7, 7, yes, 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 71, 71 on the bid, give it $71, 1, 71, 71, 71, 71, 7,000, 71, 7,100. I'm with the young ladies at 7,000. You're going to be 71, 71, 7. Do what? You want to give them 70 and a half? Is that what you said? Well, doggone, I'm going to take it. 71 and a half, ma'am. 71 and a half, 71 and a half, 71 and a half, 71 and a half, 1 and a half, 71 and a half, 71 and a half, going to do it. I'm going to be even it out 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 72 and a half. I'm at 72 and a half, going to bank it about it, 2 and a half, going to bank it about it, 72 and a half, going to do it. 72 and a half, 72 and a half, it's only money. You can't take it with you. 72 and a half, is that a yes? 3 and a half, 3 and a half, 73 and a half, girls. 73, 50, 73 and a half, I'm going to bank it about it, I'm going to bank it about it, 73, 50, 73, 50, 73, 50. What if you win the saddle? 72 and a half, 3 and a half. 73 and a half. 73 and a half. 73, 50. Survey says yes. 74 and a half. 74 and a half. Terry boy, 74 and a half. 74 and a half. I'm going to bang it about it. I'm going to bang it about it. 3 and a half, 4 and a half. All in and all done. I have 73, 54, 50. Sold. 73, 50. I saw her say no and I didn't want to argue with her. 181, finally got one. Thank y'all.
I don't want to guilt anybody into bidding. We just got it for a benefit. Oh, cute right here, Bay Road.
All right, here's little Bay Roan 2-year-old. He's going to be a nice nice big horse. He's also out of a Leo Hancock Hayes stud, by him anyhow. And then his mother is one of the kindest mares that we have, and she's a Jesse James bred mare. This is a really, really nice colt. He just never makes a mistake, never has from day one. Avery's done a phenomenal job on him. You've seen him out there. This horse just rides nice. He's quiet, very, very willing kind of horse. I think he's going to be big. He's going to get some muscle about him. He's going to grow pretty well.
Hey, there's a good colt. Hey, Bart Snyder, you like his head? You like his eye and his broad forehead and his little tiny ear you can hide in your hand? There's a good colt. All right, I'm going to bang the bottle, 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 $68,000, $6,000, give you $225,000, $2,500, we're going up, $25,000, $3,000, maybe give it another $35,000, $45,000, I'm going to bang the bottle, $45,000, I'm going to bang the bottle, $45,000, $2.5, $42.5, I'm going to bang the bottle, I'm going to bang the bottle, I'm going to bang the bottle, $42.5, $45,000, I'm going to bang the look out channel, $45,000, I'm going to give it another $2.5, he's 2 years old and that knowledgeable. 45, 42, 50, 40, 500, 45, I'm going to bang the bottle, 42, I'm going to bang the bottle, 45, 4,500, I'm going to bang the bottle. You want to bet 43, Bart? That's a pretty good colt. 43, I love his head. 43, I'm going to bang the ball over the man, Mr. Pate. 4,300, that's a good coat, going to get big and pretty. 4,300, I'm going to bang the ball, he's tight strided too now. 43, 42, 42, 42, all in, all done, 42, 43, sold that colt, $42.50, Tim's way. 145. Stott City's going to be full of Agapé horses, huh? $145 the buyer. What do you bring? 42 and a half.
42.50.
Here's about 15, Riley.
I really, really like this filly. Matter of fact, we hesitated on putting her in. I wanted to keep her for a broodmare. She's just such a nice filly. She was a little watchy when we first started her. She's never bucked, but she has spun out from under a couple riders, and but she's getting really in control. She's riding between the reins now. Just really, really nice filly. Very athletic. Again, Leo Hancock Hayes, but this is crossed on a cow horse and missing cash bloodlines on that bottom side. Man, just really well bred, and she is catty. She's going to be a really pretty mare. Wesley's doing great with her. He's really done a good job, and so this is one of the staff's favorite horses to ride when we get on the boys' colts.
She's a doll. What a mare she's out of too. Missing cash, missing Okie mare. What a pretty filly. Got all the style you could ever ask for in the best color in the world. Bay. 75, 7 grand, 7 grand, 6 grand, 5 grand. You got me. 25, 3. 25, 3. I'm going to bang it about it 3. I'm going to bang it about it 35. I'm going to bang it about it 35, 35, 3,500. I'm going to bang it about it 35. Now 4. I'm going to bang it about it 4,000. At 4. I'm going to bang it about it 35, 37 and a half, Tim. 37 and a half. Ask him in. 37 and a half. I'm going to be 35 and I'm going to bang it about it 35 and I'm going to be 35 and I'm going to be. How about you, Bart? 36. I'll do it for you. 35, 36. How about 35 and I'm saying I'm going to bang it about it 35 and I'm going to be 35, 36. About you? 35, 3600, 3600, 3600. What a lovely pedigree and a lovely filly, and that young man did a good job starting her. She's got athletic ability. She's just a baby too. 35 and a bomb and a 6. I'm going to bang it about it. I'm going to bang it about 35, 6, 7. I'm going to bang it about 37, 7, 7. I'm going to bang it about 37, 3700. I'm going to bang it about 30. I'm going to bang it about 37, 7, 7, and 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 38, 8, 8, a little faster. 38. I'm going to bang it about 38, 38, 37, 38, 37, 38, but all in and all down. 3800, 800. I'm going to bang it about 37, 38, 3800, 3800, all in and all down. I'm going to bang it about 38. Sold the filly, 3,700. Who gets it? 3,700 on 145. Here come lot 16.
All right, this nice little 2-year-old filly. She's got one of the prettiest heads in the sale. I think I love her eyes. She's got big eyes on her. She's a nice little red roan filly. Not going to be very big, but she is going to have a big motor, and she's pretty gentle. Johnny's done a great job with this little horse. He was on another horse before, and wound up. We put him on this horse. He was giving a student a little bit of a hard time, just refusing some things, and Johnny got on, and she became a different leader for her, and she's just really responded well. Man, just I think she's going to have lots of athletic ability. John's developing some nice hands and he's just doing a great job with her here. So I like this little filly.
She got ability, natural ability, and she's a pretty red roan. Hey, I'm just a baby. I'm going to bang it, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 25, 25, 2,500. I'm going to bang it about, I'm going to bang it about 25, 4, 3, 35, 35, 35, 35. I'm going to bang it about 3,500, 3,500. I'm going to give it enough 3, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35. I'm going to bang it enough 4,000 to buy that filly, $4,000. I'm going to bang it about, I'm going to bang it about 4, I'm going to bang it about $4,000. I'm going to bang it about, give me 37.50, 37 not 4,000. I'm going to bang it about, I'm going to bang it about 4, I'm going to bang it about 42 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 2 and a half, 42 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 2 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 42 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 42.50 now 5, 45 and I'm going to bang it about 45. I'm going to bang it about 45, 45, 7 and a half, 47 and a half, 47 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 45, 7 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 45, 7 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 45, 7 and a half. Now $5,000. Now $5,000. I'm going to bang it about 5. I'm going to bang it about 5. I'm going to bang it about 5, 47 and a half, bid 5. You know, this section over here, do I need to get a squirt gun or something? How do I get this section to wake up? And $5,000. I'm going to bang it about 5. I'm going to give it 47 and a half, 48. Got to go. 47 and a half, 48. I'll let it all done here. 4,800 on 8. I'm going to bang it about 48, 47 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 48. 4,800. Sold the filly. 47 and a half. Tim's way. One what? 126.
All right, as this filly's, as its name suggests, it's a little orphan Annie. She was orphaned as a young colt, so we put her on the bottle. And if any of you have ever tried to put a horse on the bottle, they can be kind of tough. We can work with buckets and different things, but this was a horse that took the bottle. Actually, Bud Sherman down here got her started on it, and man, she just come to it. She was a lot of fun to have. We kept her in the barns, and she'd follow us around. But as all bottle babies can be, they can get a little bit spoiled. But this filly has done really well, and Noah has done a great job keeping her from getting too pushy or too spoiled acting. He's just really worked her through her tough times. This is possibly, arguably, the cowiest filly in the sale. She really likes to pin her ears at a cow. She's going to be kind of fun to see her grow and see what she does in her future. But this little orphan Annie, little 2-year-old.
A little early April baby, and she's done her best. She's a survivor. All right, and on the bank of 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 the 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I'm going to bang it about 2,000. I'm going to bang it about 2. I'm going to be 25, 2,500. I'm going to bang it about 25. I'm going to bang it about 25. The young lady want to be 2,500. 25 now. 3,000. 10 boy. Hit 3. I'm going to bang it about 3. I'm going to bang it about 25. 3, 25. Bid 7 and a half. 27.50. There you are. 3. Young lady. 32 and a half. 32 and a half. Yeah, bud. You got to give me 32.50. Not 5. I'm going to bang you bid man. 35. I'm going to give it. I'm going to bang it about 35. I'm going to bang it about 2 and a half. 5. I'm going to bang it about 2 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 2 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 32.50. 3,500. 3,500. Not 5. Not 7 and a half. 37 and a half, girls. 37 and a half. I'm going to bang it about. Get her in, bud. How about 36? Ask her that one time. Ask her nice. 36. I'm going to bang it about 35. I'm going to bang it about 35. You want to say something? I'm going to bang it about 35. I'm going to bang it about 36, 7, 37, Tim.
Yeah, this little bit, one thing, if you look at her pedigree, I mean, it's getting harder and harder to find Cutter Bill on her pedigree, twice on her pedigree here. And so she's a nice little riding horse, but she's a mare and she can produce some babies. She's going to be a nice little producing mare as well.
38, Bud Sherman. 38, I'm going to bang the bomb to 38, I'm going to bang the bomb to 38, 9, Tim. 39, I'm going to bang the bomb to 38, now 4, I'm going to be above your back, 4,000, I'm going to bang the bomb to 4, 4, I'm going to bang the bomb to 4, I'm going to bang the bomb to 4, I'm going to bang the bomb to 39, and 9, 4, 4,000, I'm going to give it a speak now, forever hold your peace, $4,000, $4,000, I'm going to bang the bomb to 4, 4, I'm going to bang the bomb to 4, you want that? 39 bid 4, y'all down over here, 4,000 anybody? $4,000, what do you think? 4,000? Maybe? Yes? Talk to me. $4,000, I'm going to bring it about on a soda. 3,900 Tim's way. 180 bought it for 3,900. What's coming here? We got a 2020 model.
All right, now this is lot number 18. If you remember, if you got the supplemental page, lot 18 was pulled. This horse pulled a shoe a little earlier, a week and a half ago, and he strained something in his leg, and he's just still not healed up from it. So we had to pull him, and Cutter was a late entry into the catalog. This was a horse that came from us. He bought it off our place. She didn't ever run through the sale. This is possibly one of the most athletic mares we've ever had on our place, and this is a mare we call Cupcake. And Cutter's had her for a little while. He's got a nice little start on her. She's super athletic. She's got a lot of ability, a lot of cow sense about her. And so anyway, here she is. And she is not for a beginner, but Cutter's done a lot of stuff with her. He's roped some live cattle on her. And boy, she can really move.
Tell me your pedigree.
So her name is Poco Verano Dunn, and I don't have her. She's all Poco Bueno and Jesse James. It's all foundation stuff. I don't have her pedigree right in front of me.
And she's 4 años or 3?
She's 4.
4 years old. All right, I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. 4 years old. She's a Jesse James and Cutter Bill. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. Tell me Poco Bueno. I'm going to bang it about a good filly. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. It's okay. Easy done. I'm going to bang it out. I'm going to bang it out. The papers are here. Everything's good. It's just not in the book. Born here. Cutter bought her here. I said she's got lots to her. She's going to be fun to ride with the cow, and done a bunch on her now. Give me 10 grand. 5 grand. 5,000. Well, I'm going to bang it. I'm going to bang it about. 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 Okay. 2 grand 25 and 3. I'm going to bang it about 35. I'm going to bang it about 35. I'm going to bang it about 35 4. I'm going to bang it about 4,000. 35 4. I'm going to sell her 4,000. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about 35. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about 4 grand. I'm going to give it a 35, 37, 50, 37 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 35 and not 4. I'm going to bang it about 4,000. I'm going to bang it about sell her 4,000. I'm going to give it a 37 and a half. And not 4, but 4,000. I'm going to give it another 4. I'm going to bang it about 4,000. I'm going to bang it about 4. I'm going to bang it about 4,000. I'm going to bang it about 30. I'm going to bang it about 4. How about 38? She's a right around hound. 38. 37 and a half, 8. You're in 37 and a half, 8. Yes, sir? Quick on her feet, yeah. She's bred to be that way, yeah. You bet, if you want to win. 38, I'm going to bang it about, I'm going to bang it about 38, 39, I'm going to bang it about 4, I'm going to bang it about 4 ball, 4, I'm going to bang it about, I'm going to bang it about, girls, give me 4, I'm going to bang it about 4, I'm going to bang it about, she's not in the catalog there now, no mistakes. The papers are here, everything's good, she's a substitution for this lot 18. 4,000, yes? 4 grand, 4,000. 39 4, she's a riding little thing. 4,001, 41 Tim, 42 2, 42 Bill, 42 now. 3, I'm going to bang it at 4, I'm going to bang it about 44, I'm going to bang it about 44. Look out for us right there, 4,400. 44 before 100. I better give it another 44, little breakaway mare. 4,400. I better give it another bang it about 43 before 45, 46. Another give it another 45, but the bang about 47, but the bang about go. 45, but the bang about 45, but 6. Sold the mare 4,500 Tim's way. Who's it? 147. Okie doke. He's got a good eye. I don't want to rope against him. Bad as I rope, I mean it don't matter, but I don't want to rope against him on a quick mare like that. Keep them coming now. Get my shades on. Here's lot 19. Lot 19's Cutter Jimmy. He's a 20 model. He's born April 15th. He's by Cutter Bill Sam, but Cutter Eggs, but Cutter Bill. Wow, he's got more Cutter Bill in him than Cutter Bill did. He's invaluable to our program for the easy dispositions and trainability. Jimmy's proven to be the same horse every day. Craig has moved up through the ranks in our program, proving himself to be a leader that has carried through with this colt class. Hey, that's a big, strong colt. He's just a baby too, and he's strong. Look at the front end he's packing around. He's got more on his front end than most of them have on their back end. That's a nice colt. He's going to get big and good. He's going to be cow bred, every bit of it, huh, bud? Every one of them will watch a cow, and the cow got to go down a hole up a tree to get away from a Cutter Bill. Yes, sir. He's got it going on. I'll give you 35. 35. I'm going to bang it about 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 35. 35. I'm going to give it. I'm going to bang it about 35. I'm going to bang it about 35. 4,000. I'm going to give it about 35. 4. I'm going to bang it about. That's a big coat. 4,000. I'm going to give it about 4. 35. 4 down. 4 down. 4. I'm going to give it about 4. Bid 4. Now 5. I'm going to give it about 45. I'm going to bang it about 45, boys. 45. I'm going to give it about 45. I'm going to bang it about 45. I'm going to be able to 42 and a half, 5 to 45. You're out, Tim. 45, Tim, you're out. 45, Tim, you're out. I got 42 and a half up. $47, just like that. 47. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about 47. Don't be bashful, Terry. 47. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about 47. 47. You'll never take twice that for him. 4,700. 4,700. Gotta go. 4,700. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, Terry out. 48. 4,800. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. 48, 8, 8, 8, going to bang it about. It's only money. Come on. 4,800. 4,800. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. 7, 8, 8, 8, 7, all down and a half. 4,800. Sold your way, Tim. 4,700. 134. 4,700 on 134.
I think just the...
Look how pretty lot 20 is. Lot 20. Lot 20 is going to be a filly. She's going to be a 19 model, so she's a 3-year-old.
Where's the phone?
Okay, I'll call you back on 24. Let you know how it's doing. Okay, you bet. Thanks.
Okay, here I am. She's a 3-year-old. She's a 19 model. She's a Cutter Bill Dexter, but Cutter Eggs, but Cutter Bill, out of a Doc's Lynx Frosty Sidmare. So now we like to call her Dirty Sally. She's an incredible 3-year-old. Tremendous amount of feel and ability. Sally may not be a good fit for someone that is wanting just to go slow now. She will work like a machine and love every bit of it. It's obvious from the start that Sally would not be a good fit for a boy with no experience. She just thinks at high speed. All of her training has been done by the staff here. She's been sent to Wyoming to brand calves. She has had a part in every aspect of ranch work. This mare is the ranch manager's #1 pick of the sale. And she is mature for her age. She's got skills. She got attitude. She's going to be a using horse. That's the kind that makes you a top hill horse, a top calf horse, a top barrel and pole horse. They got to have that try and confidence. You can't whip that into them, and you can sure take it away by not being talented enough to ride them. Well, there's a good filly right there. Give me 10,000 for her. 10. I'm going to bang it about 10, 10. I'm going to bang it about I'm going to bang it about Give me 7, 6. Who's got 5,000? I got 4, 3, 35, 35, 3, 35, 4, 4,000. I'm going to give it 45. I'm going to bang it about 45. I'm going to be 4 grand, 45, and 5, 5,000. I'm going to give it 55, 55, 55, 55. $5,500 bid, give it another 5 grand, 55, 5,500, $6,000 bid, now 5 bill, 65 bill, 65, I'm going to bring it about, I'm going to bring it about, I'm going to bring it about, 7, I'm going to bring it about, 7, 10, 75, 75, I'm going to bring it about, we're getting to that saddle, 75, 8, $8,000, I'm going to give it an 8, 95, I'm going to bring it about, 85, 85, 9, I'm going to bring it about 9 grand, 95, I'm going to bring it about 95, 10, I'm going to be a 10 grand bill, 10 grand, 10, 10, 5, 11, 11,000, 11,000, 12, I'm going to give it another 12, I'm going to be 13, I'm going to be 13, 14, 14,000, I'm going to give it another 14, 15,000, I'm going to give it another 15, 16,000, I'm going to give it another 16, 16, 16, 17, I'm going to bring it about another 16, to 17, to 16, to 17,000, I'm 16 grand, 17,000, I'm going to bring it about 16, to 17, you want me 16, to 17, you want me to split it in half? Thank you, now 17, 17, 10, now 5, 17, 5. Come on, you started it. 17, 5, 17, 5, 17, 5. 17, 5, 18,000. I'm going to give it an 18 and 18, 5. 18, 5. You got company. 18, 5, 18, 5. I think he's slowing down, though. Give me 18, 5. We'll see. 18, 5, 18 to bid, 18, 5, 18 to bid, 18, 5, 18,000, 18, 5. I'm going to bang the bomb at 18 to bid, 18, 5. I'm going to bang the bomb at 18 to bid, 18, 5. And it all done. Right quick, 2.5. I'm not a beggar, but I'll take it. 18,250. 18,250. 18,2.5. It might work. 18,2.5. 18,250. 18,510. 18,7.5. 18,7.5. We're getting there. 18,7.5. 19,010. 19,000. 2.5. 19,250. 19,2.5. 19. Make her bring 20. 19,20. I'm going to be able to 19,2.5. 19,2.5. 19,2.5. 5. 19,7.5. Make her bring 20. 19,7.5. 19, 20,000, 20,005, 20,005, 21. I'm going to be able to do more. I thank you for your help, sir. 20,005, 1, 20,001. I'm going to bring it about another 21,000. I'm going to bring it about another 20,005, 21,000. I'm going to give it another 20. I'm going to be change your mind. I'm saving you a seat next sale. 20,500, 21,000. I'm going to give it another 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. All done. Sold my mare to my highest bidder at 20,500. Is she going to Stockton City or Phelps, or where's she going? Stockton City. Thank you, sir. Give me that number, Tim. $126? $126 better bought a semi. They're getting them bought. Here, your turn.
All right, I'd like to tell you about this bay gelding. So this bay gelding, he's actually consigned here by Bud Sherman. He was a stud horse, and Bud used him for a couple years. We had a couple colts out of him, and he had some really nice colts, but you know how it is, a good stud makes a really good gelding. So we gelded him, and our boys have been riding him. This horse does really, really good. He did get his leg hung in a fence one time, his right front leg. I want you to be aware of that. It's just, he wound up with some calcium type scars on the inside and the outside. It was just pinned between a gate post. And so there's no, the vet looked at it, there's no issues with the tendons, but it's got some just some scar tissue on the bone, it looked like. But he's, as you can see, he moves around perfectly sound. We haven't had a lame step out of him since he got healed up. But because of that, we can't sell him 100% sound, but he is reasonably sound. He's just a using horse, and he's not taking any lame steps, but big stout horse.
But he's had several seasons of cow work. I talked to Bud earlier about him. He's had several seasons of cow work. He's had plenty of them roped off him. He's got lots and lots of resume there. And I don't know what would make him unsound. He's got a reinforced shin now. He's got like rebar on it. It's kind of like armor. It's not in the tendons. It's just a blemish. I got them all over me. There's a good young bay horse right there. Is that all? I'm going to bang it about 8,000, 5,000. I'm going to bang it about 5. I'm going to bang it about it takes 3,000. Who's in? 3, a good using horse. 3,000. I'm going to bang it about 3 grand. I'm going to bang it about 3. I'm going to bang it about a good big gelding there, ready for a day's work. 3. Who bet 3? I'm going to bang now 5. I'm going to bang it 31. 31, Tim. Anybody? 31. 31. I'm going to give it a 31, 31, 3100. I'm going to bring it about 31, I'm going to bring it about 31. I'm 31, all in and all down. I'm going to bring it about 31. He's worth that to just ride once a month or once a year up and down the trails. 30. good-minded, gentle, kind. Come over there and let those guys see his shin. Ain't nothing but a thing, they say down south. 31. I'm 31. Yes, 31. He's broke. You can rope what you want to on him. 31. I gotta go. I'm 31. And I have 31. 31. What do you think, boys? 31. Yes or yes? So 3,000 bills away. Who gets 159, 3,000. Thank y'all. Go.
Albino. Yeah. Carmelo's.
All right, this is lot number 22. This is Cutter Smokey. She is a consigned horse also by Bud Sherman here. Really, really nice, well-bred mare. She is, as you can see, a Cremello. Now, the Cremellos offer you quite a bit, especially in the body of a mare. They will be 100% color producers, and if you match that up with her pedigree, again, she's got Cutter Bill all over her papers. She's a high percentage Cutter Bill kind of mare, so she's going to put a lot of pedigree and color into your babies. Now, this mare is just, she's a goer. You don't ever have to pedal her. She's just quiet. She's gentle. Peterson came with absolutely zero experience, and he's done a great job here on this horse, and I think he's fallen in love with her, and she's doing a great job in his hands. So make sure you bid on this horse.
Same thing, I say it all the time. Watch how good this young man rides. He's balanced, he's seated, he's kind, his hands are accurate. Watch, he's got this filly riding. There's not a care in the world in the filly or the boy. All right, here to go, down the bang, no problem. I'm going to bang the ball, I'm going to bang the ball, 10 grand. I'm going to bang the ball, I'm going to bang 8 grand. I'm going to bang the ball, I'm going to bang the ball, I'm going to bang 7, 6, 5. That's a cool mare, and you get your buckskins breeding them, don't you? Breed her about anything to get a buckskin, right? I'm going to bang the ball, I'm going to bang the ball. Who's got 5,000? I'm going to bang the ball, I'm going to bang the ball. Say something. I'm going to bang the ball, I'm going to bang the ball, I'm going to bang the ball. 3,000. 2. All right, we'll start there. 25. 2 grand. 25. I'm going to bang it at 3. I'm going to bang it at 3. I'm going to bang it at 3,000. I'm going to bang it at 3. You got it? 35. 35, Tim boy. 35. I'm going to bang it at 35. I'm going to bang it at 35. I'm going to bang it at 35. About 2.5. 32.50. How's that? 32.5. 32.5. 32.5. 32.5. You want to put 32.5, miss? 32.50. Thank you. Now 5. Yeah. Bud Sherman, 35, 35, 38.5, now 7.50, 37.50, 37.50, 37.50. I'm going to bang the ball, I'm going to bang the ball at 37.50, 35, I'm going to bang the ball, I'm going to bang the ball. I will sell this filly in a minute. 35, I'm going to bang the ball at 35, I'm going to bang the ball at 35, 36. 36, now 7. 37, that was my idea too. 37, 37, you only got 8. 38, young lady, 38, 38, 38. Cutter bill everywhere, 38, 38, all in, all done, 38, 38. I'm going to bang the bomb at a 7 to buy 8. I have sold her, Bud Sherman's way, 3,700. Who's the buyer? 130, 3,700. Here comes a 3-year-old. Good big 3-year-old. We'll call Ken and I'll do the reading.
Yeah, this is nice, nice big black gelding. He's sunburnt, but he's a registered black horse. He's out of Roney's Gumbo Dancer by Gumbo Roney by High Rollin' Roney, and then out of a sugar cap bred mare. So there's some sugar bar breeding on his bottom side. This horse has just been a nice athlete. He's been going. We almost kept him as a stud horse. We lost our Gumbo Roney stud that we were able to lease for a little while there, and he died of old age, and I really wanted to keep a stud colt out of him, and this was one of our top prospects, but he just made a really good gelding. Scott's done a great job. He's been pretty much the main rider of this horse. As you can see, he's got him doing things really correct. This is a nice big black gelding, and he's going to go do some great things.
You bet. He's got AQHA regular papers, and he is black. He's going to be somebody's next best ranch horse right there. Might even be mine. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. You want to call Ken?
I'm
I'm going to okay, I'm going to bang it about 10 grand, I'm going to 9 grand, I'm going to bang it about, you got me for 35, 4. 4 grand, I'm going to bang it about 4, I'm going to bang it about for Kurt Bate, what do you think? 4,000. 4, I'm going to bang it about 35, I'm going to bang it about 35, 4, I'm going to bang it about 4,000, I'm going to bang it about a good cult right there. 4, I'm going to bang it about 35, I'm going to be Timmy, all right, 35, I'm going to be Timmy, all right, I'm going to bang it about 35, I'm going to bang it about 30, all right, I'm going to bang it about, I got 3,000, 31, I'm 31, I'm going to bang it about 30, I'm going to bang it about something I don't see. Is he missing a leg or an eye or something? Looks like $6,000-7,000 colt to me. I'm asking for 31. 31. Thank you, 2. 32. I'm going to bang it on 2. I'm going to bang it on 3. I'm going to bang it on 33, 34, 34, 34, 34, 34, 34. I'm going to bang it on 34. 34. He rides better than everyone been in. 34. I'm going to bang it on 34. 5. I'm going to bang it on 35 and 6. I'm going to bang it on 35 and 5. He's broke now. 36. He started the right way. 36. Let him pick his feet up. 36. I'm going to be. Is that you, Bud? I'm going to be Bud. Bud, you got 36. 7, young man. 7, sir. 37. I'm going to bang it. He's half price. 37. 37. I'm going to bang it. I'm going to bang it on 6, 7, 7, 7. Yeah, 2, Tim. 37. I'm a Bud. 36, 7. I'm going to bang it. I'm going to bang it. I'm going to bang it about 36, 37, 36, 37, 8. 38, Bud boy. 39, Tim. 39. I'm going to bang it. 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 38, 39. I'm going to bang it. I'm going to bang 38. I'm down 9. I'm down 9. 38, 39. 38, 39. Gotta go. 38, 39. I'm a Bud. You're out, Tim. 38, 39. Are you bidding, ma'am? 39, 4.
Hey, I want to let you guys know that this guy, Scott's done some roping on this horse. He's roped some calves out in pasture, tagging. We've branded some calves off him. He's handling the rope nice. As you can see, Scott's got great hands, great feel, and he's really got this colt going well, but he's got everything started. I mean, he is on his way to being a rope horse, a ranch horse. If that's what you're looking for, this is him.
38, 39. I'm going to bang it above it 99. I'm going to bang it above it. All right, I'm over here on my left. 38, 39. I'm over here. 38, 39. 39. I'm going to bang it above it 8. I'm going to bang it above it 38. I'm going to bang it above it 39. 99. All now $4,000. 41. Not 2. 43. I'm going to bang it above it 8. I'm going to bang it above it 42. 44. 5. I'm going to bang it above it 5. I'm going to bang it above it 45, ma'am. 45, ma'am. He's black and he's bold. 45. I got 44 somewhere. 45. 45. I'm going to bang it above it 45. I'm going to bang it. I'm with you, bud. 44. 45. 45. I'm going to another bit again. I'm going to bang it above it. I'm going to bang it 44. 45. And 45. And 44. And 45. And all in. All done. 44. 45. Sold him. 4,400. Who gets him? Bud Sherman gets him at number 185.
All right, this is lot number 24 right here, Jesse's dun cat. I have had a lot of calls on this little horse, and all of you have seen him. We've got Jake Malloy riding him here, and Jake's doing a great job. Jake went with me to Wyoming, and we branded some calves, and while we were there, we didn't rope anything off this colt, but we did get around and got through some big country, and this horse handles himself well. He has got some go, but it's super, super controlled. He always wants to go, but he never wants to get out from your hands and get away from you. He is as gentle every single day, no matter how long he sits out. It's hard to say that about a 3-year-old, but this little horse has really been a nice horse. He admittedly, he's not the prettiest horse in the world, but he is he's just a nice, solid young horse. So he's gentle, and he's not going to get very big.
He's a double bred. He's a 3-year-old. He's a double bred Collins Jesse, and he's cute. He's been hauled, and he's been used, and he's a good boy. Come on, I'm going to bang it about it, I'm going to bang it about it, 7, 6, 5, I'm going to bang it about it, it's me and you, 2,000, who wants in, 25, 3, 35, I'm going to bang it about it, 35, 4, 45, I'm going to bang it about it, 45, I'm going to bang it about it, 45, 45, my friend, 45, now 5, yell it, Terry, 45, 55, Terry, 55, Terry, 55, I'm going to bang it about it, I'm going to get 5 grand, 55, I'm going to bang it about it, 55, I'm going to bang it about it, 55, I got 5 grand, 51, 52, Tim, 52, 53, 54, 54. Now 5, I'm going to be 55, and 56, you're out, Tim, 55, and 5 and 6. Now 7, I'm going to be 57, $7, $8, 58. I'm gonna bang it on with 8, 9. I'm gonna bang it over 59, 59, 59, 59, 59, 59. I'm gonna bang the ball 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. I'm gonna bang the ball 58, 9, 9, 59, 58, 9. I'm gonna bang the ball 9, I'm gonna bang the ball 9, 6. I'm gonna bang 6 out, 6 out, 6 out, 1, 61. I'm gonna bang the ball 61, 61, 61. I'm gonna give it a 6,000, 61. I get 680, 61 to bam, 61. I'm gonna bang the ball 61, 2, 62, 2, 63. I'm gonna 63, 62, 63, 63, 62. I'm gonna 3. I'm gonna bang the ball 62, 63, 62 to 4, 64 to 4, 4, 5, 5, 65 to 5, 65 to 64 to 5. 4 to 5. I'm gonna bang the ball 64, 65, and it all done. So 64, Tim's way. Okay. Good job, guys.
Oh, cute here, 25. Your turn again.
All right, this is a little 3-year-old, and as you can see, she is little. We haven't had any students riding this horse. Justin's been pretty much putting all the rides on her. He's doing a great job. She's a real catty little horse. As you can see, she's bred pretty well with some cow breeding. She's our old stud that was a grandson of Dry Dock on the top side, and then she's Sandy Badger 101 on the bottom side by Hickory San Bravo and Doc's Hickory Badger. So she's got a lot of cow breeding in her. She will watch a cow. We've had her on the flag and on the Smarty, and she likes to lock up to that. She's also, Justin's roped some of those steers that you saw in the Futurity. They're a little bigger, and Justin's roped them steers with her, and she will hold them, and she doesn't, no one's ever told her she's little yet, I guess, because she is a mover and a goer, and nothing seems to bother her. So she is probably not for a beginner. She can be a little bit fast. I don't think she's ever bucked. I don't know. I think she has. Justin has hit the ground once or twice because she spun out from underneath him. She's kind of fast, but she is such a nice horse. I think Justin's really liked riding her.
Oh, and a good filly right here. Hey, right here, I'm going to bring it on. She's a juggle. I'm going to bring it on a good filly. I'm going to bring it on. I'm going to bring it on 6, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 25. 3, I'm going to bring it on 35. I'm going to bring it on 35. I'm going to bring it on 35. I'm going to bring it on 35, 4,000. I'm going to give it another 4 grand. I'm going to bring it on 4. I'm going to bring it on 35 and 4. Now 5. 45, 5,000. I'm going to give it another 5. I'm going to bring it on 5 grand. I'm at 5,000. I'm going to give it another 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and 5,000. I'm going to give it another 5,000. 55 now 10, 55 now 6. I'm going to bring 6,000 guys. 6,000 guys in. I'm going to bring it on 6. I'm going to bring it on 6. 6,000. I'm going to give it another 55 and 5 6. I'm going to 6. I'm going to 6. I'm going to 6. I'm going to be 55 and 6. 55 but 6. I'm going to bring it on 85 and I'm going to bring it on 85 and 6,000. I'm going to give it another 55. 6 to buy. How about 57? 50? Ask him that once. Give me that phone. I could sell that mare. 55, 6. I'm going to bring it 57 and a half. 57 and a half. Who said it? 57 and a half. I heard you up. 57 and a half. 55, 7 and a half. All in, all done. You want to do it? 57 and a half. 55 and a half. 57 and a half. I'm going to bring it on 55 and a half. 57 and a half. 57, 50. I have sold you away, Tim. $5,500. 145 for 5,500. Hey, I love this mare. I've been watching her since yesterday. You bet. She's a 3-year-old mare. You got my phone? Yeah, there you go. A 3-year-old mare right here. She's a 2019. She's by Roney, Gumbo Dancer, by Gumbo Roney, by High Rolling Roney. Hey, out of a blue Conchita Hancock Frosty Drifter Ike mare. All the pedigree you can want for a mountain mare right here. Size to color. She's 3-year-old, ready for a job. Big mare out of her Gumbo stud and generally covers some country. Gage has really flourished in the class. He started out quiet and reserved, but over time he became a student full of desire and enthusiasm because that mare is forthcoming. She's gentle. She's honest looking. just bigger and better than all of them. Just, it depends on what you like. But a mare to take care of you, cross country, take care of your kids, whoever's riding her, that's her.
She will refuse things sometimes, but
I know. She's just everything she's supposed to be pedigree-wise, she is. Everything you want in a youngster, she is. So I'm going to sell her. All right, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to $5 grand, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to $4 grand, I'm going to bang, I'll give you 35, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to bang it, 35, I'm going to 35, 40, $4 grand, 45, I'm going to 45, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to 45. You're out of here, I'm going to tell you 4, you're going to be 45, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to bang it, 45, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to 5,000, hit 5, I'm going to bang it, I put him in, tell him 5,000, I'm going to give it, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to 5, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to he's at 45, I'm going to be 5, hit 5, if he don't want it, I do, 45, I'm going to bang 5, 55, 55, 6,000, y'all. I sing, 6,000. Now, give it another 55, a good filly right there. It's 6, 55, 6. I'm going to bang it, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to bang it, 6. 6,000 there, 65, Terry. I got him in front of you. I got 6 in the seats. You got to be 65, sir. You're out, Terry. 65, 65. Now 7 in the orange shirt. 7,000, y'all. 7,000. Is that a yes? 75, 75. I got him at 7. Got to be 7. 75. Got to be 75. 75, girls. That's a good filly. 75. I got 7 in the orange shirt. Got to be 75. 75. I'm going to bang it out. I'm going to bang it about it. 75. I'm going to bang it about what a filly. 7,500. I'm going to bang it, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to 75, 75, 75, you want to be 72 and a half, you'll never regret it.
72 and a half.
You'll never regret it. 72 and a half, 5, 75, fellas, 77 and a half. I'm going to bang it, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to 75, 75, 8,000, fellas, 82 and a half. I'm going to bang it, I'm going to bang it, 82 and a half, 5, whoop, 8, I'm going to bang 2 and a half, 82 and a half, 82 and a half, 82, 50, 82 and a half. I'm going to bang it, I'm going to thank you for your help. 82 and a half, 82 and a half, 82 and a half, 8,000, 82 and a half. Y'all don't care probably which one was my favorite, but this is my favorite of the sale. That's a good mare. 82 and a half, 82 and a half. All done. Here goes. 82 and a half I have. Sold. Right here in the front row. $8,000 to buy her. 182. Thank you. You got a good eye, sir. 27's up for selling.
All right, here's Cutter Pirelli. He is on his horse. This is now we had to take another horse out. Any of you saw the Facebook post there? This was a horse that we had, Poco King Jacinto, and he just he bucked one of our boys off, and he just kept bucking, and we still haven't gotten him out of that. So we pulled him out of the sale, and in his place now we've got Cutter. Cutter's on a Merck horse that we had gotten from Merck Pharmaceuticals. He's a draft cross, and Cutter's done everything on this big horse. He's a 4-year-old. And he is grade, of course, but he rides out really good. He's roped some stuff on him. This horse has just been everywhere. He rides him to Sonic. The other day he got back in the country. He rode this horse to Sonic, got himself a Sonic burger, and then he rode over to the haircutting to the barber, put hobbles on him, went inside and got his haircut, and rode him back to the ranch here. So he's kind of he gets this horse all over the place. But he does have a little bit of a scratch on his on the side of his shoulder there, on that right front shoulder. Cutter said that he roped a big cow on her and something, and it kind of jerked him over on the side, and he just got a scratch. It's just a little bit of a skin wound. It's nothing serious at all. But I have seen Cutter carry everything in the world, from his dog to garbage cans to bales of hay. He carries everything on this horse.
That's a good big colt right there. Hey, right here, I'm going to be it. It's a good young horse right there. Disregard the footnote about the horse being bad and rotten and no good, because we're selling this one instead. This is a good one. He's quiet and okay. He's going to be 10, 12, I'm going to be 11, 10, 8, 5, 4, 4, 4, 45, 5, 5, 43, 5, 43, big 5, I'm going to bang it about, try to a little bit there, 43, 45, I'm going to bang it about, I'm going to be 43 to 45, 43, 5, I'm going to bang it about it. If I got 43 in the bank, you're going to be 45. 45, I'm going to bang it about it. 43 to 45, I'm going to bang it about it. 45, 43, 45. 45, 4500. I'm going to bang it to 43, 45. I'm going to bang it to 45. I'm going to bang it to 43 to 45. 44, 45. I'm going to bang it to 43 to 45. I'm going to bang it to 43, 45. We have met the reserve. We're going to sell this horse. I have 43 bid. You got to be 45 if you want to bid. Anybody? 43, 35, 45, and I'm going to bang it, 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 43 to 45, and I'm going to bang it, bang it, I'm going to. You got somebody on the phone for this one? 43, 45. We're going to sell him. 43, 45. All in and all gone. It's a good colt. He's been in here forever now. 43, 45, 45, 45, 43, 45. I have. Sold him. 4,300. Buyer 142.
Okay, yeah.
There comes lot 28. Lot 28.
Which one were you wondering? Oh, yeah.
Come on in. Here's going to be a 3-year-old. He's going to be a big gelding. He's Agapé's horse. He's Bonita. I saw this horse earlier. This is a neat horse. He's by Agapé Jabba out of a Peppy Creek Peppy Sand Badger mare. 3-year-old mare. Yes, I'm sorry. It is a mare. It says gelding in the book, and it is a mare, lot 28.
That 20 horse you brought.
Okay. It'll be a mare.
She brought 25, so.
So, 3-year-old mare, elegant and graceful as they come, and I catch her wherever she goes. Hey, with any job or obstacle she's faced, she's moved out easily and calmly at the start of every class. Tim was a little timid, but Bonita has helped him overcome, and that with his confidence has grown in leaps and bounds. Tim has a desire to work with horses in the future, and we believe he will be successful. How about you, Tim? That's a good filly. I think they've taped her ears forward like you do German Shepherds, or what do you call them, Doberman Pinschers. She can't go anywhere without her radar on, huh? Pretty girl right there. Yes, sir. All right, here to go. Don't bang it about it, bang it about it, bang it about it, bang it about it, 3,000. Don't have to give you 2, 25, 25 bid 3, 24 bid 5. I'm going to bang it about 35, 5, 5, 35 bid 5. I'm going to bang it about 35. I'm going to bang it about $10,000 filly, 35, 4,000. Don't have to give it another 45, 45, 45, 10 boy, 45, 45, 45, 4,500, 4,500. Don't have to give it another 45, 45, 45, 45, 45. Don't have to give it another 45, 45, 45, 4,500, 41, 2, 42, 3. 43, 45, 46, 7, 48, and 9. I'm going to bang it about 49, 10, 49, 49, 49, 48, bid 9, now 5,000. I'm going to give it another 5, I'm going to give it another 52 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 1, 52 and a half, yeah, 52, 50. I'm going to bang it about 52 and a half, and I'm going to bang it about 58, 2 and a half, 58, 2 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 2 and a half, 5. I'm going to bang it about 55, I'm going to bang it now 7 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 57 and a half, and 57 and a half, 6, 10, 6,000. I'm going to give it, I'll say, 2 and a half, 62.50. I'm going to bang 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 62 and a half. I'm going to 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 6,000. I'm going to 2 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 62 and a half. 2 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 2 and a half. Now 5. I'm going to bang 10 boys, 65, 65. Now 7 and a half, 67 and a half. I'm going to bang it about 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 67, 50, 67 and a half. I'm going to be 7. I'm going to bang it about 7,000. 10 boy, 7. I'm going to bang it about 7 grand, 72 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 72, 50, 72, 55. I'm going to bang 75, Tim, 75, 75, I'm going to bang it about 75, 75. I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to bang 8,000. I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give me 77 and a half, 77, 50, 75, 7 and a half, 75, 7 and a half, 75 here, 7 and a half. You only bid 76. I'm going to pull the trigger. 75, bid 6. Oh, let it all done here. 75, bid 6. I have sold your way, Tim. 7,500. 185. Is that correct? 185. Thank you.
Okay, so this is lot 280. It's a supplemental one.
Oh, okay.
So, hey, incoming is lot 280. Riley will tell you what he is.
All right, if you might remember seeing this little gelding in the Futurity yesterday, this is Angie Cooper, and she did a great job on him. So this is lot 280. He's a supplemental one. She decided last minute she wanted to put him in our sale, and so if you got the supplemental page there, he is lot 28D or 280. And Cutter's a 4-year-old dun gelding. He's very quiet and really enjoyable to ride. He's been a part of several parades and play days. Angela's done a great job with his horse, and he is ready to move on to a new career. This horse does have, the vet had found an inguinal hernia in him, and and we sold him last year at the sale, but he's unaffected by it. I took him to a couple different vets, and I know Angie took him to a couple of vets afterward to have him checked out, and basically we got the same results, that it's probably going to be about $1,000 fix, but you can ride him just fine. If you go out to ride to do a lot of roping, heavy running, and that kind of stuff, you might be a little worried about it. But he does have an inguinal hernia that would need to be fixed if you're going to ride him heavy. Angie rides him all over the place in parades. She carries flags on him, does play days. He walks over bridges and logs and everything else. He loads in a 2-horse trailer. He does obstacles really well, noodles and tarps and bridges and box turns. Carried flags at a trot at a fun show. He trail rides. He never jumps over ditches or logs. He always walks over them. He's starting a loping pattern on barrels, and he opens gates one-handed. He side passes, and he would also be good halter or walk trot show horse. But he does have that one issue of his inguinal hernia, so make sure you know that, and let's see if we can get this horse sold for Angie.
Hey, right here, I'm going to make a little hippity-hop lope on him, and gentle, and neck reining, and a great big old curb bit, and he's wanting to be a nice horse. Hey, right, I'm going to make it 15, 12, 10, 8, 5. I'm going to bang it about. Give me 4,000. Hands up. 4,000. Not a bit. Give it. I'm going to bang it about. It takes 4 to buy him. I'm going to bang it about. It takes 4 to buy him. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. Can't do it. 4,000 first hand. 4,000. Not a bit. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it before grand. Before grand. I'm going to bang it about. I'm going to bang it about. 4,000. Not a bit. Hippity hop with the camera. He got 4,000 first hand. Can own him. 4,000. Yes or yes. $4,000. I'm going to bang it about. Who bid 4 grand? I got to have 4,000. That's a reserve. Unless, ma'am, miss, are you still reserved at 4, or would you like me to see what he brings? It takes 4,000 to buy him. Thank you for being honest with me. Who wants him 4,000, and I can go from there. First hand can have him for 4 if there's no advance. $4,000 and a cute horse. She told you all the bad, and you can see all the good. 4,000. Anybody? Welcome on out. Thank you, though. 4,000. Welcome on out. 4,000. Anybody? Thank you, ma'am. We're going to try a different horse.
All right, Angie, thanks very much. Hey, we got something special coming up here with a bunch of yearlings that we're going to sell. We're going to do it a little bit differently, and so if you would all stay in your seat, as you turn your pages, you will see these horses that are coming up from starting at lot number 29. Now, what we're going to do for you, we're going to run all these horses into this pen loose, and we will move them around. You'll be able to see them move, and we are going to sell these horses to you at your choice. We're going to sell them one at a time. Well, we'll sell as many as you want as choice, but when you bid, you're bidding on whatever horse that you want to buy, and we will run them in. These are all yearlings. Now realize some of these, if you notice in your catalog, there is a green side of the pedigree, and those are draft cross horses. We bred them to their mothers to an Irish draft stud, really nice Irish draft stud, and so they are half draft, and we're really excited to see what they do. They got a little more size on them, and they're going to be big. But if you also notice, we bred those Irish draft studs to some really good cow mares and some really good working mares. So these are really going to be some cowboy and some ranchy horses, but they're also going to be good if you're going to get into hunter jumper and that kind of stuff too. So here's our yearlings we're offering. I do want to tell you a little bit about a couple of them. They're all in really good shape, nothing to worry about. I do have one horse that is a, let's see, lot number 36. She's a little black filly in there, and lot number 36 does have a small hernia. It is about 1.5 fingers is what the vet called it. So lot number 36 does have a small hernia. Other than that, I don't think we have any. I'm sorry, lot 40 does have a small scar on her right hind. The Bay Roan mare has a small scar on her right hind foot, but completely unaffected, 100% sound. And remember the black filly, that's straight black, she does have a small hernia. You'll see her lot number 36. And so this is our offering of yearlings. We're going to sell them to you as choice, and when you bid, you decide which one you want once you win the bid, or how many you want. So Dennis, we're going to turn it over to you.
Well, everybody read the pedigree. You see the colts moving in front of you. We'll move them both directions. I see a bay filly with 4 white socks there and a strip face. When you're the high bidder, you get first choice. If you're not the high bidder, you do not get first choice. So don't sit there and think you're just going to not bid and end up with a colt. You got to bid to win, and you'll get a colt. High bidder is allowed to take every one of them if they seem fit. But we'll pick and choose if you want. As long as you're the high bidder, you can take any one you want. All right, here to go. You choose them right there. What? Okay, if they're green over, well, what's that stallion's name? You can.
Okay, so like lot number 30 is a grade mare. She's a sorrel mare. She's a grade mare because she is a draft cross. So she's bred to the Irish drafts. Her mother was bred to the Irish draft horse.
Yep.
So 29 is registered, little brown filly, really cute. 30 is a draft cross. She will be grade. 31 is a draft cross. She also will be grade. She's a dark mare with a little strip on her face. 32 is the Blue Roan draft cross right here, and she's also grade, but she's a nice big mare. 33 is, we only have 2 stud colts, and realize these colts are still studs. We have not cut them. So 33 is a stud colt, and all these horses are halter broke. We'll catch them once you bid on them. They lead out, they load in trailers, we pick up their feet, they tie to things. You've seen them tied out there. They're people friendly. They're a nice little bunch of colts. We just thought it'd be fun to show them to you this way and let you bid on your choice of them. But also lot 35 is great. She's the sorrel with the flaxen mane, and then 36, the one with the small hernia, is also great. But those great horses are Irish draft crosses, so they'd be draft crosses. They're going to be big, stout horses with big bone and big foot.
And good minds.
And good minds.
They're cowy and all. I'm going to high bidder gets the choice, and what would you give for the choice? First choice, give me $5,000. 5. Hit 5. $5,000. I'm going to bing to the moment of 5. I'm going to bing to the moment of. What would you give me for first choice? How much you want to give for first choice? Huh? 4,000? 5,000? 3,000? Say a number. Thank you. 1750. Yes. Lot 40. Let me look. Lot 40. Yes, would be a quarter horse papered colt. You're welcome. 1750. I got 15 bids, 1750 for first pick. 17 and a half. 15 to bid here, 17 and a half, and now $2,000, $2, 22 and a half, 5, 25, 25. I'm going to bing, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 5. 2250, 2,500, look at that pretty girl. 2,500, I'm going to bing the bottom, 22 and a half, I'm going to bing the bottom, 22 and a half, 25, 25, I'm going to bing the bottom, 2 and a half, I'm going to bing the bottom, 22 and a half, 7 and a half, 25, 7 and a half, 25, 7 and a half, 25, 7 and a half, I'm going to bang it about it, 26, Kurt, 25 and a 5 and 6, I'm going to bang it about it, 25 and a 5 and a 25 and a 5 and a 6, now 7, 27, 26, 7 for first choice. I don't know which one you'll choose, but she's be 2,700. 2,700. I'm going to bang it about 26, 7, 27, 7, 7, 26, 27, 27, all in, all done. They might get the one you want. 2,600, 2,700, 26, 7, 7, 7, 7, bang it about 26, 7, 7, 8. I'm going to be 8. I'm going to bang it at 8, 10, 28. I'm going to bang it about 28. I'm going to bang it about 2,800, 2,800. I'm going to bang it about 9. I'm going to bang it at 29, Bill. 29. I'm going to bang it at 28. I'm going to bang it about 28, 29, 28, 29. 29, gotta go, 28, 9, 3, 310, hit 3, 3,000, I'm going to bang it about 8, I'm going to bang it about 8, 29, 3, you bet, 29, 29, 3, 3,000, they might get the one you want, 29, 3, 3,000, wait, 29, I have sold for 2,900, first pick to which number? You want horse 33, but I need your bidder number. 181. Wait, ma'am, it's upside down. What's your bidder number? It's upside down. 181 for 2,900 gets lot 33. Horse number 33. Just one? They do better in pairs now. They do better in pairs. And 38 also? And 38, yeah, now they'll do good. You got 2 to go. 33 and 38's going. Anybody else want it before I auction them off again? Yep, they're both gone. They're going to lead them away. 33 and 38. You got them caught? You got them caught? Okay. Who else wants one for $2,900? Raise your hand in the air. You're helping the boys, you're helping the school, you're helping yourself. There's plenty of good colts left. $2,900. Anybody else want one? I'll auction them off again. They might bring less, they might bring more. I still got you for $1,500, 17 and a half. 17 and a half. You're going to bring it about another 17 and a half, too. We're going to bring it about another 2, 2. We're going to be 21. We're going to bring it about I'm going to bring it up there. 21. I'm going to bring it there, 2. We're going to bring it about another 22. We're going to bring it about another 21, 2, 3. 23, 10, 23, 23, 23, 23, 22, 23, 24, bud. 24, bud. 24, 24, 24, 24, bud. I'm going to bring it about another 24, before, but 24. I'm going to bring that 5. 25. I'm going to bring it about 25, 10, 25, 25, 6, man. 2,600 on the bed to give it another 25, but if I'm going to live with all that color in there. 25, and 6. I'm going to bang it about 25, but if I'm going to 26, 7, 10, 27. I'm going to mark it steady. 27, but 6, 7, but 7, 7, but 7, 7, but 6, 7, but 7, but all down and all. I'm going to bang it at 26, 7, 2,700. So, Tim's, Bud's way, 2,600. What's the number? 149, buy 149, 2,600, which horses? Just wants colt number 40. Hey, that's a Big Bay Roan filly, yeah. There she is, she walked right up to you earlier. She's right here, Big Bay headed filly. Who else wants one at 2,600? The one you want might still be here. Anybody else want one at 2,600? You guys are going to love the sound. You want one? Which one do you want? 39? You're 126, ain't you? 126 gets colt 39. Anybody else? Which one? What? 145 takes horse 37. Now we're getting along good. Who else? That's about as cheap as you can buy a colt for. Catch them up, boys. I'm going to rest my cards here, and we'll do it again. Everybody's on assignment to get one. You want another one, miss? You want 35? Sold colt 35 to buyer 181. Colt 35 goes to buyer 181. Somebody get catching colt 35. What? 126 got colt 39, I thought. 39? Is that correct? Is that the one you like? Good. Catch up the one they just bought. Colt number 35. Catch colt 35 and pop them out. We've got most of them sold, don't we? This is what's left. My little stocking-legged bay filly's in there. Little cut-and-bred bay filly. Look at her, y'all. Who don't want her for $2,600? Well, she was number 34, if I remember right. Hey, she's a highbrow hickory and cut her bill. That bay filly with the white feet. Who wants her for $2,600? That's a good filly. Put her on 143. Oh. This little bay filly will never go out of style. You'll never be tired of looking at her at your house. Okay. Did you hear? Yep.
143.
143 got 29 and 34?
Yeah.
Okay. 2,600 each, yeah. So my filly's going? All right. Here, this filly here, this bay filly with the white feet. This filly's gone. We should have 5 head left to sell. Oh, filly. Looks like we got all the Irish colts left. I hold their daddy back to the people that at least whoop. Good job, son. There you go. Pop the gate and let the bay filly out. She won't go far. Just open the gate. Just open the. Okay, you got her. Good deal. These Irish colts will be good-minded, raw-boned, pretty darn good horses to ride and drive. There's a blue one or a gray. I can't tell from here. Yes, sir. 5 of them left. Any of them quarters, or they all Irishes? How much you want to give first choice on the Irish colts? $1,000? 1,100. 1,000 bid, 11. 11 bid, 12, sir. You got companies right next to you. 13, sir. 13, 14, 1,400. 14 for choice, 15 for choice. 1,600 for choice. 15 to bid, 16 to buy. I'm going to bang it about it. I'm going to bang it about 15 to bid 16 to bid 16. I'm going to bang it to 16, 17. 17, you got company. 17, he said yes. 17, 18, 18, 18. I'm going to bang it about it to 17. I'll take a half from you. 17 and a half. I'm going to bang it about it. I'm going to bang it about it to 17 to bid 17 and a half. I'm going to bang it about it to 17. 50. Sold first choice for 1,700 to bidder number 158. Huh? Oh, okay. Well, good. Thank you for telling me. I hate to sell her twice. 35. There's a colt in there, number 35. Got to get out. Let me see. Make sure that wasn't the one you were choosing, okay? You're good? Thank you. 158. What number horse do you want? 32. Thank you. Kurt, you want one? You like the sound of my voice? Okay. Anybody else want one here at 1,700? He got his first choice. Does anybody else want one of these colts at 1,700? Okay, we sold 32. All right, spook him out of here. Come here, colts. Hey, that good black filly's still in there. What does she have, a navel or something? Is that what Riley said? I don't see it. That's a good filly. I'm going to make it about it. Who's got that $1,000 left? Don't you, sir? 1,000 for choice. That's a good black filly. I'll give you 500 for choice. 1,011. 11 bid 12. I'm going to bang it about it 13. I'm going to bang it about it 13. 13. 13. 14. 14. 14. 15. I'm going to bang it about it. I'm going to bang it about it 14 to 15. 14. 15. All in and all done. Sold 1,400. Kurt. 178. Took them all times 3. Thank you. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I'm glad this is becoming a tradition. I hope it lasts forever. Everybody thank Riley and everybody on your way out, and it's sure been a good sale. We appreciate every single one of you. Hey, I need their numbers, okay? How are their numbers each? 31? 46? 36? Yep. 30? 30.